Hello, everyone. Welcome to Sunday. I think we're going to be dubbing this Star Wars Sunday here at the Emporium for the Wayward Gamer. Welcome, Wayward Gamers, to the Emporium, as we like to say. I am Jay, also known as NeoFed3A on the socials. I am your host, your GM, your Chaos Controller? No, not Controller. Chaos Inducer? Chaos Wrangler, probably.
Enabler?
Enabler. Yeah.
Enabler.
Accurate.
Enabler.
Especially with this wonderfully and talented group of friends. We are doing an semi-impromptu Star Wars one-shot just for fun. I want to do some more Star Wars, and friends of mine I have not had on my channel yet, so we want to get a camera in your face to be able to share the joy of Star Wars. So we're going to go around the table. Please introduce yourself. Who are you playing? And we're going to go from that. So because we're going to go in a semi-clockwise, Evans, Mr. Smokebeard, thank you for joining us. How are you doing, and who are you playing?
Hi, I'm Smokebeard on Twitch or _Smokebeard on Twitter. And today I am playing a droid demolitionist called Flame, who may or may not be blowing things up.
May or may not be blowing things up, because Flame, yeah, you've had a little bit of experience with Flame, and I believe Flame likes to blow things up. So we'll see. Uh-oh. You know what? And we've got a little tech, but we're going to do it. So let us introduce Jeff. Who are you, and who are you playing?
Well, you just said I'm Jeff, and I am playing a Duros pilot named Krim Grota, who I've never played because I've never played Star Wars before. So it's going to be very exciting.
Yes. Welcome to join us here. You're not new to the Emporium, but you are new to Star Wars.
I'm new to Star Wars. I'm new to Star Wars.
Jeff is in our
the game, not like Star Wars as a thing,
which is
like
fine
just
too.
the game.
You know, that's always fine too. But thank you, Jeff, for joining us. Lovely to have you. Next, Carl, Michael.
Yeah.
How are you doing?
Doing good. I will be Carl, the Twi'lek ship's mechanic. Everybody, when the pilot thinks it's their ship, but as any good engineer or mechanic will tell you, it's their ship. So Carl gets a wee bit protective of his ship.
And we haven't even actually decided what that ship is yet, but I've got an idea. So we're gonna explore that a little bit at the beginning of the game, because this is chaos of fun, and we're gonna have some fun with some player interactions as well. So stay tuned, everyone, for that. Next, the Queen, the wonderful Renee.
Yes. Just Renee.
How are you doing?
I'm awesome. I'm so excited. I love Star Wars, and it's the game and also the other, but I like them both. But I like to play with you, Jay, because it's fun. So this is going to be a good time. I'm playing Doug in Texas. He is a Trandoshan with a tail who doesn't wear shoes because shoes are for chumps. He has a gun, but he'd rather use his teeth.
He likes to chomp things. And for those
He does.
And for those of you who are wondering, wait a minute, Renee, but you're playing Doug in Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't there someone a few cameras down named playing Renee, and
Renee.
he's Doug in Texas? There's a story behind that, isn't there?
Yeah, it's Doug's fault.
Just a little bit.
So,
Go ahead, Doug.
we'll explain that in a moment. But before we get to that, Sir, Mr. Turner, thank you for joining us. I'm glad you are here. How are you doing, and who are you playing?
Thanks, man. I will be playing GM DLT3, a particularly ineffectual protocol droid, or maybe a particularly effective ex-military gunner droid who really wants you to believe he's a protocol droid. Looks like about 7 foot of droid crammed in a 5 foot droid body, little paunchy, little muffin toppy, but he's on the run as he is a militant droids right activist.
We've got 2 droids in the group today. So see how the droid revolution goes.
And this is also my first time playing the Fantasy Flight Star Wars games too. So I really appreciate the invite. I've been dying to test out the system and get the opportunity to do it. And I can't think of a better place to try it out.
Well, we're glad to have you. We are excited to have you too. So, last but never least, Doug. How you doing?
Never least. Thank you. I appreciate that. So I always enjoy being here, Jay. I appreciate the offer to have me come on. I'm playing Ren A, totally unique character, nothing related to the player Rene. He is a Rhodian bounty hunter who tries to negotiate first before resorting to combat. He's basically skilled in negotiation and ranged combat. That's his two areas of expertise.
And for those that are looking again, the love, is there a small, quick, lovely story you would like to share on how the information of your name and the Queen Renee's name, character name, has developed, and why? What's the interesting story behind that?
So I created this character for a Jasper's charity one shot as just a kind of subtle shout out to Renee, who would at the time probably be the only one to get it. And I believe shortly after, Renee came with Doug in Texas as a blatant ripoff of my subtle gesture to her.
It's totally to be complimentary, Doug.
Has she paid some copyrights on that yet, or?
And well, it's just devolved from there as we now play together in some private games, and now a public game of utter confusion over who's being spoken to.
Yeah.
Yes, very much so. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. We appreciate you for being here. I'm told that I'm very low, and I'm going to adjust some things. Thank you very much, everyone in chat, for joining us, and hopefully that we're good. So, where we start off with this wonderful one-shot of chaos and friends is a small little Tatooine, on the planet of Tatooine, in a nice port named Mos Espa, at a cantina of an unknown name somewhere in town. By the way, you know what? We're going to be a little chat, interactive as well. So if occasionally I'm going to be asking for names or things that pop out, and if you'd like to share in chat, you can have canon in the Shadowport Adventures universe. But so, what is this? First of all, players, what should this cantina be called? That you're sitting at, resting and relaxing after a job well done.
Grumdar's place.
Grumdar's place. All
Sure.
right.
Yeah, I like it. Rolls off the tongue a little
It
bit.
does.
Yep.
Cool. So you are at Grumdar's place. It is a very, very large cantina. As you can see on the Roll20 map that you have, you are sitting there just relaxing. It's midday. You've just got done finishing off one of your jobs in the morning, and you are relaxing with the credits in your pockets. A job well done. You've been working together for a long time, and you're just chatting in the cantina. What are you saying?
Have you guys tried these thermal detonator drinks?
Yeah,
They're
that's
brand
three
new.
already.
They're good.
So good. Spicy though. A little kick in the back of the throat there. It's pretty good.
Could it be better not to get us another batch of that cheap fuel that you put in my engine this last time? If it happens again, I'm going to be blowing you in the exhaust port.
Darn it, Carl. Could you use regular words?
Look, Carl.
Would you like me to talk in basic?
Yes.
Carl, we have to use that particular fuel because of the fact that the port engine thruster is running very slow.
There is nothing wrong with my
It is very
port
slow.
engine thruster.
Did you see how we barely got the wave the last time? If I had done that better roll, we never would have made it.
Well, maybe if you were a little bit faster, turning the shields on, it wouldn't be such a problem.
I'm faster to turn the shields on. Bah.
All the time. These two fight like a married couple.
Your room.
Well, he needs to stop blowing holes in my ship.
Well, then you need to tune the ship more often.
I'll turn on the bloody shields.
I'm getting
If we're
another one.
taking fire,
Another
if we're
round.
taking
Another
fire,
round, yeah. More detonators.
I need my Taresian ale. Where did it go?
Again, I'd like to point out that the other robot and I should be getting a larger share since we don't eat or drink, and your supplies coming out of our pool, not really cool. I mean, your flesh bags, okay, I get it. You got needs, but that shouldn't come out of my pocket.
Well, your oil shouldn't come out of our pocket.
Are you saying I got a leak?
No,
You
I am
saying
not
I'm leaking?
saying you have a leak, but you do take. Yes, you have a leak. It is right there on the
Oh my
floor.
God, that is terrible. Hold on, let me take care of that real quick.
Darn it, Carl! Can't you help the guy out?
I'm a ship's mechanic, not a droid mechanic, but I can
We
give
can
it a
do the
look.
same. You can look.
I can give it a look, sure.
Plug is
Yeah, I'm not gonna check his undercarriage here in the bar.
Oh, that might be embarrassing. I don't even know where that is.
So it's under the carriage,
Where's that?
above the carriage.
Oh, right. That makes sense.
So, a quick question. Flame, as you're looking around in the cantina while everyone is, having a conversation, as you're looking around, what is a unique thing in this particular cantina, or what is something you see in this cantina that we're going to add? We're going to bring to life this cantina, but each of the players are going to bring something unique. What do you see? What's unique, fun you see in this cantina?
Maybe the server droid has a little bit of a rusty motivator, kind of clinking along.
Make some noise as it's moving around. Okay. All right. Who else would like to add something to the bar? Jeff, your hand is up.
There is an animatronic bantha head on the wall, so that as you walk by, it kind of starts to sing at you.
Yeah, motion activated. It's
Motion
totally
activated
creepy.
animatronic bantha head,
A motion activated bantha head.
and it's like on the way to the bathroom, so you have to walk past it every time.
That sounds hilarious and also creepy. There might be some activists that are probably complained to the cantina owner that it should be removed, but okay,
They probably got shot. Those activists most likely got shot.
possibly. I have one more detail from the bar or the cantina. Who would like to share one more detail? Turner, his hand was up first.
I think there's a Ewok in the back with a really spiky haircut, bleach blonde, spiky haircut that seems to be filming some kind of holo vid about lesser known establishments on the Outer Rim.
I'm gonna say instead of an Ewok, because we actually have canon for two Ewoks. That would be Bob and Dave, which have populated. Instead of an Ewok, what else? Or
Ewok's pretty great, especially if his name is Figieri.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
okay,
Yeah.
so Figieri. We're gonna add another Ewok to the. So there was a group of Ewoks that kind of got hold.
What about if it's a Wookiee with dwarfism?
Oh,
Ooh,
Totally not an Ewok.
totally not an Ewok.
Yep, absolutely.
very different.
Your call. So yeah, a very small Wookiee.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's so cute.
It is because the Ewoks. No one really knows what Ewoks are. I mean, they're really not a standard. Seeing them around too often, but the Imperials are probably doing something on a planet of theirs, and they ended up capturing a whole bunch of them, and maybe they got spread out through the universe a little bit. So some people know of them, but they're pretty rare at this stage. So scene 2, we've got, but that third I kind of like. So
Something's clearly happened to this one. He's entirely too enthusiastic about the food at this place.
yes, and technology. He's into that technology thing.
So what's up with this guy's hair? It's very weird.
He has to have been experimented on. That's the only thing I can assume.
Yeah, probably.
Added note.
I think it is very stylish.
Oh yeah, it looks great. It's just
You don't see too many Wookiees with spiky blonde hair.
This is true.
Oh, I.
So as you are relaxing, suddenly, with a burst of the doors being opened at the front, and our favorite friend in chat, Mr. Hawkmere, I'm not going to require them to make a perception check. So it's very loud them coming in, but there is a group of individuals. They look like smugglers or a crew of some sort, and two of them are being there's a droid and a human, or a droid and a Wookiee carrying a human. The human appears to have been hurt, damaged, shot up. And they kind of rush in, they're kind of looking around. The music is still kind of going, and people kind of turn for a little bit, and they just kind of talk amongst each other, and they run over and kind of get into this little side area over here. Kind of hiding a little bit, but they kind of sit down. They prop the human up. He's just kind of like bandaged a little bit. You clearly he's got like multiple blaster marks into him. The Wookiee looks like he got on the back. He got hit by one, and the droid is leaking a little bit of fluid. And they've got blasters. They kind of ran in with their blasters, and as they're running and sitting down, they put their blasters kind of away, and they kind of sit down, and they're kind of sitting there quietly. You're trying to be quiet and incognito, but within all this kind of activity hits, and kind of some people kind of notice, but then it gets a little bit more quiet, and everyone kind of turns back to whatever they were doing.
That's a typical Wednesday for me. It's fine. It'll be fine.
It's not like we haven't made that same entrance a time or two in the past.
Yeah, it's all too familiar, I think.
Oh, I think I've seen you in that state a few times, Renee.
It's always that way. You guys get yourself shot up, and then expect the droids to carry you back in to get healed. It just never stops, never ends.
That's why you're on the crew.
Oh, that's why I'm on the crew. I see.
Yeah, it's your job to blow them up before they get to us.
No, that's true. That's true. I do enjoy that.
It is pretty great.
I'm kind of keeping an eye on the door to see if any other groups following them in.
Okay. All right. Another, like I said, minute or two is kind of going by, and nothing so far. You kind of get the sense, because like I said, you've been through this before. You kind of get that sense of it's clearly that they're hiding from something. Oh. And it's one of those like, whew, we made it. You know, they get that sense of lowering their guard for just a second to be able to go. A droid kind of comes up and delivers your thermal detonator. It's a little R2 or an R4 droid. Got a little rack and kind of puts the drinks on, and then slides a motor oil, drink towards Flame, and gets this little boop, and kind of turns off and keeps going.
Are thermal detonators shots?
Yeah, they're bigger shots.
Big shots.
Yep.
So Krim will hold his up, and will say, "Well, gang, to another job well done." Clink.
And may the next time our ship have fewer holes in it.
Us too.
Us too.
Fewer holes all around.
Speaking of ship, what is your ship's name?
Um,
Let me rephrase that. It's different characters. What is the ship's name here? What is your second ship? We're gonna go with. What is the second ship's name?
So Krim has always wanted the ship to be called the Screaming Firehawk, but I feel like he is always voted down.
It's too long. It doesn't have that same roll off the tongueness.
And Millennium Falcon is so much shorter.
Yes, it's better. It sounds a lot cooler than Screaming Whatever Bird.
Millennium Falcon, Screaming Firehawk.
No.
Shorter.
Bantha fodder.
And everyone just throws a glass at Renee.
I don't know.
What kind of ship is it, Jay?
You know, just for fun, we're gonna go with a modified YT 1300 that has the nose, the cockpit in the center. So instead of like the Millennium Falcon where it's on the side, it's kind of the same build with the long extenders in the front, but the cockpit is in the front, in between.
No, it is where we do our business. We could call it the Enterprise.
I think that name may be taken.
Oh, okay. All right.
I mean, not bad though. I like where they're going with that though.
What about the Century Hawk? Totally original.
Totally original, indeed.
Can we just take out the flaming part? Screaming hawk.
Can we just buy you a bird? I mean, it feels like that's really what the desire is here.
He's not wrong, actually.
A ship's bird
I
be
would
pretty
accept
cool.
a bird, yes.
Well, next time we find one, I'll try to catch a Minoc for you.
That is not a bird. That is a pest. Flame, you have yet to vote.
Unsure. Still thinking.
I think that is a terrible name.
I mean, I kind of like the unsure.
The unsure.
Actually, the unsure seems rather fitting right about
Wait.
now.
Yeah. No, I dig it. I dig
Using a name flaming with a ship I'm transporting in is not a good plan.
Your name is in fact Flame, though.
Yes, but I
Okay.
don't want my ship to be flaming.
Good point.
So
Is it-
unsure it is.
The unsure.
The
Yeah,
un-
I
To be
I fit-
determined. The TBD.
TBD.
The TBD. All right. So
that may look a.
go ahead, Carl.
Oh no, sorry.
Hey, cats are welcomed. Cats are welcomed.
Yep.
Because they bring more chaos. So so you're sitting there relaxing, you're having these discussions, and you're enjoying your times, and that 2 to 3 minutes kind of goes by as suddenly the doors burst open again, and you see dun, 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 a squad of stormtroopers
Oh, I hate those guys.
come in. And
Real quick, can I ask a timeline question? When does this
Sure.
take place in the general story, like in the Skywalker saga? Where does this kind of take place, since that's a baseline?
you know, that is an excellent question. I think we're going to be looking at it is
Or after?
it is before. Actually, it's just after the destruction of the Death Star. The first
One
Death
or
Star.
two? First one. Okay,
First one.
Okay. Gotcha. Thank you.
I think we found their friends.
Those are our friends. They're walking trash cans.
Oh, aye. But I think that they're the ones who put the holes in the other group.
Oh, right, yeah. So they hit something. Oh, okay.
Aye. Oh, aye.
These
It's a
must
bit
be
of a shocker,
specters
isn't
or
it?
something.
Oh, I'll have to have another drink to that one.
At
These
the,
guys must be elite stormtroopers because they hit a few targets, so we better watch ourselves.
at the sight of the stormtroopers, I get super paranoid and go into bad protocol droid impersonation mode.
Mm-hmm.
I just get real stiff and go, "Oh, let me get another round of drinks for everyone. Is there anything I can do for anyone?" Which is generally the only time that T3 is actually personable to the rest of the crew when he's trying to pretend.
I like this
protocol
mode the
droid.
best.
Well, if you're buying, I'll take another round, of course.
Yes, two.
Remember, I know where you sleep. Just for the record.
Oh, aye.
And we'll
I have a
shuffle.
hammock strung up next to the engine. I'd like to be close to her.
We need to get you a bird. I will shuffle over to the bar
So
and get a round of
Everybody's getting a
drinks.
bird.
So as you start to walk, you're gonna see there's you kind of walk past two stormtroopers that kind of see you and kind of are looking at you and kind of scan over you. There's on the stairs you see another 2 stormtroopers with very large, long heavy blaster rifles. There's 1 or 2 or 2 or 3 individual stormtroopers that are kind of walking around, and then there's an officer, a lieutenant, that kind of comes in and is kind of looking around, and he's like, "Everyone, listen well. We are looking for 3 individuals that may have been coming in here. They are wanted by the Empire. Has anyone seen them come in? Your allegiance and loyalty will be well rewarded."
There's a lot to have been coming in and out. Can he be a little more specific?
And he kind of turns over to you as the stormtroopers kind of come over there. "Being more specific, who are you?" And and as Renee the Trandoshan kind of gets up, "Trandoshan,
Oh.
do you speak for this creature?"
No.
It-
You or me?
It was the
Doug is
Twi'lek.
quite capable of speaking for themselves.
I speak just fine.
I'm just waiting for my next round.
"So have you seen some smugglers, a Wookiee and a droid?"
Several. There have been many droids and Wookiees in and out. We don't know which ones you are looking for.
Let's go back to that rewarded you said there. What are we talking? I mean, is it worth our time to look for these people? We don't know. What's the reward you're talking about?
On the validity of the information you provide. Your credits might be possible, depending on and can be that.
Few credits. I take my shot and sit back down. Nah, I haven't seen anybody.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get another round. Anybody want something different? No.
I think
I'm on my way
maybe
back.
the group. I think maybe the group you were looking for were around the butt for.
On the what?
Around the butt for.
Not but for.
It's for pooping.
Insolent.
I love it when you tell
fool.
that joke. It's the funniest.
They always fall for it.
They do. It's the greatest.
Every time.
Never gets old.
And the stormtroopers kind of get a little bit closer, and she's like, "Papers now!"
If you need papers, the train's right over there.
Next to the bed ahead. Just go that way.
The butt for papers.
I would, Jay, I'd like to go ahead and trip and spill the tray of drinks I was bringing back to the table all over this guy, just to ratchet up the basic level of disrespect that we've shown him at this point.
The lieutenant?
I'm sorry, sir. Yes, the lieutenant. Like, I'm coming back with the drink, the tray of shots, and I will clumsily stumble and spill the drinks on him.
Yeah.
Oh, so sorry, sir. So sorry.
And at that moment, he just, actually, I'm gonna roll something here because I need to find out if he
How much you spilled?
Well, how much you spilled on him? Does he avoid it?
Oh, for spillage.
What's the avoid? Yes, going for spillage. I'm going to set my dice pool. Which is going to be an average roll. With yeah, he kind of, as you try to get a little bit closer, and he kind of sees it's not his first rodeo. You can tell he's an ISB, and yeah, it's not his first rodeo, and he just kind of like sits, and you just kind of drop he's like, ha. And
Does it get on one of the stormtroopers?
It gets on one of the stormtroopers' feet and stuff like that. They're standing right there, and he's like, "Insolent! Papers now!"
I told you they're over in the latrine.
And the stormtroopers start to raise their blasters, Does anyone do anything at this moment in your group? If something's going to happen, not from this group, but something else.
Can I make a persuasion roll to try and get them to at least calm down?
Okay, well, you're going to do a persuasion roll. Is anyone else going to do something?
Well, I'm trying to eyeball the actual group across the.
Yeah, that's where I was going to
see what they're doing.
Okay.
I was going that way as well.
I mean, Carl's been pretty animated with his hands and everything, so he's probably trying to pull a Han Solo and unbuckle the holster.
Okay.
It feels like we probably have gotten all the attention from the stormtroopers, so I'm like looking to see if that group is still sitting there or they're trying to make a
break
exit.
for it. Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's what Doug is doing. Also, he's on this side.
And the last Flame. What is Flame doing during this time?
I think Flame's going to just slowly move over to the side and ready his blaster, not pull it out, but just be ready to fire if needed.
All right. So, the one thing that starts to come up is the three of you notice that the three that came in, the Wookiee, and the droid, start talking amongst, and you can tell that they're not running, but they get at that moment of they come out with guns blazing, and they've got the stormtroopers' backs, and they're aiming and they're about to shoot with that. And that's where we're gonna roll vigilant, and we're gonna get this party started. So on your character sheet, go to your character sheet on the combat tab, not your skill red tab, but your combat skill tab. And the first thing is going to have initiative, and it's going to say cool or vigilance. Go to the right of that vigilance bar, and there's going to be a dice, and go ahead and click your vigilance. Actually, I need one person. Okay, hold on for a second. Who just?
I did, because you said click
Jeff.
the vigilance.
Yep, Jeff. Okay, so Jeff, I got to clear the. Okay, now everyone else, go ahead and roll your initiatives.
I don't know, Jay. You said vigilance. I feel like we were probably prepared, and we've been around each other.
There is an argument for that. If you would like to roll,
I feel like cool. I mean, I feel like we know each other well enough to know that probably a fight was going to start.
All right, so we're gonna start this over. Roll either cool or vigilance. We're gonna start over. Go ahead and pick one and re-roll.
Better.
Yeah, lot better.
Yeah, better.
Lot better.
I think the stormtroopers are the only ones who don't know a fight's about to start.
Yeah, we know, because it's always a fight.
Yep.
I have been rather insolent.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you have.
It's just around the butt for, though.
The chaos has started. Chaos. We are children in the chaos. And last but got the heavy duties. The heavies. Here comes the heavies.
Oh, bring it.
Second. There we go.
Oh, that sucks.
There we go.
Oh no.
There we go. Last but never least. Wow. Oh, wait a minute. Well, that's wrong. So, I really should follow my own instructions. There we go. All right. So, double checking. So all right. So while I am putting the initiative orders together, please talk about yourselves as your what other chaos are you been involved in?
Man, that's like
all
my
the
middle name.
chaos.
It's like my middle name at this point.
Yep,
Pretty
all the
much.
chaos.
Yeah.
Okay, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's a big shot in a thermal detonator, right? So that's a lot of booze that I just spilled. A lot of flammable booze I just spilled all over this.
You are correct, sir.
All right, just so we're clear where my mind's tracking. Where we're.
I mean, I feel like since we traveled together, you would know my first move would be to grab and bite. So that's
That checks out. That checks
That's what's happening.
Checks
out. That
out.
checks out.
But I'm also trying to keep an eye on the 3. Just to, I know I feel like I saw their guns come out, but just to make sure.
Yeah, their guns did come out. We are gonna, they're gonna be involved a little bit. Not too much, but they're gonna be able to do something. Process. And
They're gonna shoot first. They should be involved.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're kind of just the distraction right now, and these 3 are going first, aren't they?
pretty much.
Yep.
Well, they're gonna actually they don't. So the funny thing is they don't get to go first. They are going to go almost first because you see them come out. And so everyone who's joining us, initiative in Star Wars is a little bit different than in D&D. So like D&D, you roll a 12 or 20-sided dice, you have an order, and then each round you go in that order, and 6 seconds go by for each round. In Star Wars, especially for FFG's Edge of the Empire, each round is 1 minute. So even though you're rolling 1 dice for 1 shot, it's a series of shots that you're shooting within that minute, or what you're doing within that minute of action, and what you're able to accomplish within that minute. You might be hitting more than once, but that's what potentially that you're doing within that minute. And how the initiative works is you have PC slots and you have NPCs. The players work together to figure out who wants to go in what slot and take what PC slot they want. And then for the first round, the order is done. Once round 2, they work together again the same order. You don't have to have the same order. A different person will take whatever PC slot there is. Vice versa with the NPC. So it's a lot of collaboration between figuring out who goes first and what, because some players or characters have some different abilities that they want to use first and don't want to get shot and all that other good stuff. So currently there is 2 triumphs that have happened, and that is one from the smuggling crew, which when you get a triumph in your initiative spot, you get a free maneuver. Happens. That free maneuver is they took the weapons out and they stepped out. They're about to get some blasty. The stormtroopers have their blasters out. They've had their blasters out. They're ready. They've taken them. They're getting to maneuver. So some of them are kind of prepped for what's about to happen. One group is. And I know who that group is. And we're going to start off. The initiative is player slot, NPC, and then some players. So we're going to start off with who would like the first player slot? What would you like to do?
Great question.
If no one else is going to take it, I was going to flip the table for cover.
That's fine. Again, I'm just going to move to the nearest one and grab and bite. So that can happen anytime you want.
That's what I'm thinking. You probably should go after everybody shoots instead of before everybody starts shooting.
Especially because I just saw flammable liquid land on this fellow, so I feel like flames are going to happen. I don't want to grab that one.
We might want you to go last.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine by me.
Also, thank you, Raiders, for raiding us. We appreciate you, Emily. Thank you for joining us. We are in the middle of some chaos and some fighting. So here we go. So, again, who's going first? Renee?
I think it was Carl's going to flip a table.
All right, Carl, you're going to flip the table?
Yep. Flip it up for cover.
All right. So let's say you're...
Hopefully it's not bolted down.
It is... Surprisingly, it is not bolted down.
I think they would have learned by now.
So, yeah, you're good. You got the cover. You flip the table. It's going to be your action to be able to flip the table. And you're taking a maneuver to hide behind it?
I was basically going to use it for cover because, I mean, they know I'm there. There's not much hiding going on.
Very true.
But yeah, I don't know if I can get a shot off as well.
It's going to be an action to move that table up, and that's why I'm not going to require an athletics roll or a brawl roll to be able to push it up. We're just going to be able to do it. So that's your action. Hiding behind it is going to be your maneuver. So that's kind of where, yeah, you're going to be kind of done with that. Unless you want a second maneuver to pull your blaster's already out. So we're going to say, because you all prepped. So that's part of that. Cool. You've got your blasters right. So not going to maneuver that. So again, for those of you, it's the rule of cool. We're here to have some fun, and it's chaos. So we're loosey goosey a little bit with, but all about have fun. All right. So that's the first slot. Who would like the second player slot?
I'll go ahead and take it, and I'm going to point behind the ISB officer and yell, "They're right behind you," and then take a shot at him.
At the ISB officer?
Is he?
Nice.
He's the one that got spilled on.
He tried to get
over
spilled
there.
on. Yes.
I'm behind him, so that's great.
Yep. So, there is a wall right here, by the way.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to move. You're gonna have to move to this hex here, to be able to get a shot off. So just moving up a little bit there, and then, you're gonna shoot the what's the big guy, huh?
Which one is the officer? Is that the larger token?
No, the officer is the
Isn't
one.
it this one?
Is this one right there? Yep, that's the officer.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, so I'm kind of pointing and yelling behind him to kind of offer a little bit of a distraction, and then just blasting him in the face.
All right.
Right in the face.
But we're gonna see what happens here in a second. Gotta double check something else on this.
The back of the face, if the distraction works.
Back of the.
The back.
All right, so it is short range. So you're not engaged. You're still a little bit away. He has some adversarial. He's got adversarial too, so it's going to be automatically upgraded on your shot. And there is a friend of yours in melee right next to him, so there is a possibility you might shoot your friend. If you roll a despair, you could potentially shoot your buddy, the droid that's standing right in front of him that tried to spill drinks.
It probably wouldn't be the first time.
Good to watch out. We're always expendable.
Yeah,
and then
I'm willing to take that risk.
All right. So you moved. You can't aim yet, but you can be able to do. Is there anything else on you that you want to do? There's a lot of destiny pool dice here, so
I'll go ahead and be selfish and use a light side as well with this shot. See if I can just totally obliterate him in one shot.
all right. Flip that dice. Light side dice. Woohoo! And in the immortal words that all of you have come to enjoy, he's saying when we are playing Star Wars, the dice pool is set. Go ahead and roll.
That's the cue, Jeff.
Oh, for what?
Not you. I'm just telling you that for the future. That's the cue.
Gotcha.
That's the cue.
Thanks for being there for me.
I got you.
Oh!
Same team, Renee, same team.
I have to be the one to patch these holes, right?
Now he's
Did I roll the
looking
right thing?
everywhere.
Was I supposed to do the skill or
No,
the weapon?
you were supposed to do the weapon.
I hit the skill. That's what I did.
Ooh.
Fired.
Yes,
You're
you
fired.
did. All right.
That's what happened.
All right, go back to your weapon because there's some modifications on your weapon.
Yeah.
Even though you rolled 2 advantage and a despair, we will see what happens again. So go to your combat tab, go to your weapon, and hit the dice on your weapon because there is some additional.
Yikes.
That's a little bit different.
Yikes.
That's way different.
Yow. I don't know what any of that means, but it looks incredible.
Okay, so that's one success is the big star. If you actually move your cursor over,
Right.
it will actually tell you what it is. That's one success, and that is 8
A lot.
advantages.
I thought that looked wrong when I rolled to begin with.
Yep. But, Doug, I am going to pull a GM rule on this. Is that the despair stays?
Oh,
But
Cruel.
yes, the despair
the
does
rule
stay.
of cruel
the
for
rule of
Jay.
cruel. So you hit you shot the ISB officer. So you do 10 points of damage to him, and he's hurting. definitely hurting by that wound, but he is not down. He still has quite a bit of his soak, because you did 10 points of damage through his soak. So you got a good shot in. Now, what is all of those advantages? What do you want to use?
Well, I'd say the advantages worked for my distraction.
Okay.
The stormtroopers all around turned to look behind them.
Okay.
So now they're all distracted away from, I guess, everybody but Renee or Doug, who is standing behind them.
Yeah.
So I would say if you used 6 of those advantages, I mean, you could crit him too if you wanted to, because you need 3 to crit. So you could do some crits, but it's going to take at least 2 to 3 advantages, depending on the group, to have them turn around. So if you use 6 advantages, all 3 of the stormtroopers in that area would turn around and have their backs to you, if you wanted to use 6 of them. But that would leave you 2 advantages left over, or you could use 3 of them for only 1 or 2 groups to be able to turn. What would you like to do?
Well, if I can do a crit, use some of those to crit the ISB officer.
Would you like to use 1 of them and use 3? It'll take 3 advantages to crit, and then you could use the rest of them to either have everyone look around, or if you wanted to pass a boost off to the next person, you could use 1 of those.
Okay, yeah, let's go ahead and do the crit and then pass the rest as a boost
So
to the next player.
So you use 1, and then I will say you'd use 4 of those advantages for 2 of those groups to turn around and look the other way.
Okay.
And then what that's going to turn into is that you're going to get whoever does anything against them, they're like attacking and things of that nature, their defense is going to be lowered, so it's going to be better to hit them because their attention has been moved. So you'll probably get a boost on any actions towards them.
And so what does the crit to the ISB officer do?
The crit is you will need to roll a D100. And off of that D100, determine what that crit is.
And I forget what the roll 20 command to roll a D100 is. If it saves time, if you want to type it in and just roll it for me.
There's a little dice up there. You can push it.
There's on the left hand side on the bar. You can roll the dice as well.
It's mine is on the top left. Yeah,
I see it.
A 45.
Thank you. That saves time.
there you go.
Now, the beauty, unfortunately, is that this is an ISB, so the crit actually goes down a little, 35, which means he is stunned, which is staggered into the end of the next turn. So he can't actually use a maneuver. He's startled a little bit by all of this. So he's not going to be able to use a maneuver, one of his maneuvers, until the end of the next turn. Goes.
Okay.
All right. That's a lot of action that just happened. But we're going to do that. Which means it's 2 NPC slots, which means that the Imperial ISB officer who just got blasted pulls his blaster out, moves to the top of the stairs, and commands the troopers to arrest them all and blast them. And he is going to do a little called leadership. And that leadership role is give the troopers a little bonus. Listen well to the lieutenant so that they can do well. And
he can do all that while stunned?
So actually that is a good point. Because he's staggering. He just moves there. That's it. And he yells, but there's nothing that's going to happen right now. But yeah, that's all he can do. So that is the first NPC slot. The second NPC slot is that, well, you just shot the ISB agent, and you've got a trooper a squad of troopers right there. And they're going to shoot you. They're going to, since you are right there, unfortunately, they're large blasters at close range. Not very good at all. So there's going to be,
You say that, Jay, but
yeah. So it's been upgraded twice. So, so Doug in Texas, or let me rephrase that. Doug, your character Renee is going to get blasted, but missed. So
those white triangles mean bad.
Yep. Two
Bongs.
We like those on their side.
2 failures and 2 advantages. So they are, these right here, this group right here starts blasting at you and completely miss you.
As they normally
Best
do.
way to avoid getting
Checks out.
shot by a stormtrooper: stand still.
Yep.
And close and stand still.
Which brings us to we've got 2 PC slots coming. Who would like the first PC slot?
I'll go.
And by the way, you hearing in the distance, hold blasters, hold blasters! Because you got to say it.
I'll go next. So Carl flipped this table over.
Yep.
And hunkered down right next to me. So I will also hunker down
That is a maneuver
And
to be able to
as a
do that.
maneuver. Okay. And I will mutter to Carl, just once I would like to come to Grumdar's and not get into a firefight. He's not going to allow us in here eventually. And I will shoot.
Well, as long as our credit's clear, we're good.
Yeah, okay, I suppose. And I'll shoot at the guys right in front of us.
Okay. And so it is going to be short range because you're not engaged with them. There's going to be, because of one of the items, you do have a boost coming. So because it was passed on from Doug, and the dice pool is set. So whenever you would like, go to your weapon, the combat thread, go to your weapon, and in between the encumbrance and crit, there should be a little dice pool, and go ahead and hit that dice. Let's see what happens. Holy hands of Barbera. That is 7 successes and 1 threat. What that means is the threat is that you take a strain, and on your character sheet you're going to see wound and you're going to see strain. You want to click on one point on that strain. So right next to it there's going to be threshold, and then another box. Just put a 1 in that box, and that means you've taken a strain because it was stressful. You shot the stormtrooper, but it was a little bit on that stressful part. 7 successes means it's 14 points of damage.
Wait.
You literally blew one of them, just blasted one of them and damaged the other.
Did you overload your gun again?
Maybe.
I swear, if I have to keep putting these dang things back together.
Well, it works, doesn't it?
I think you probably see Carl's arm stick out holding an empty glass. Like he's like calling for another one.
By the way, Doug and Renee player, or excuse me, no, Renee, Doug and Texas player. I'm just gonna go Doug and Queen. We're just gonna the Raven Queen and Doug. That's what we're gonna do because
This is why this is fun, Shay.
I know
You're welcome.
Yes.
Doug,
Remember how you never mixed them up before?
Yeah. Very much so. Oh, by the way, Doug, your blaster ran out.
That's fine.
You ran out of ammo. You shot the.
Wait, that Doug?
That's
I forgot to reload.
You for whatever reason, that large charge that you just blasted, suddenly your weapon ran out of ammo. It cannot shoot. For the rest
It's okay.
of the
You always
encounter.
got your teeth.
So
Yeah,
that was the despair. That was the despair. You ran out of ammo because you just used it and you didn't reload it and you just ran out of ammo. The battery cell just was. Oh. So yeah. But as we're moving on, so Jeff, you just blasted 2 stormtroopers. One went down, one is up, and the next player slot. Who would like?
I can go. What will it take to light this stormtrooper that I've doused in alcohol on fire? Is that can I just shoot it with my blaster? And will that do the trick?
Yeah,
Jay?
you can pull your blaster out and shoot them. There's actually 2 right there. So even though it's the larger tokens mean there's at least 2 of them. The smaller, if there's like a small token, that means it's just one of them. So there are
Right.
two very large blasters right there, heavily
Right.
armed. And you only got like one of them on the leg, so it wasn't terrible. It's probably not enough to ignite him, but you can definitely shoot him from right there.
Look
Then,
cool.
yeah, I'm just going for the Wilhelm scream, man. That's all that I'm trying to achieve here. If I get the Wilhelm scream, I'm good to go. So then,
Yeah.
I will take a shot.
I mean, there's a chance they could start a little bit on fire because of depending on how well you shoot.
Let's see.
So, you are in short range.
Cool.
That's kind of an engaged range based off of where they're at.
Then I can use point blank and add 1 damage per rank of point blank.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Or if you want it, so yeah, sure, yeah. Are you using a heavy weapon? Are you ranged light or ranged heavy?
Yes. I'm gonna pull out my heavy blaster and my blaster rifle and start shooting.
And if I recall, you have a special grip on there that reduces the
That's right. Yeah, I do have the forearm grip on that
yes.
thing.
So instead of adding 2 upgrades, it is only 1 upgrade. On
Cool,
that
cool,
weapon,
cool.
which will bring it to 2 purple. And I'm trying to think if there's any on this. Anything else you want to add to this? You've got some dice pools available.
Just want all the dark side, don't you, Jay?
I need some dark side.
Yeah.
No, I'm not falling for that trap. That sounds like it's a bad idea.
You've
Thank
got
you.
6.
Thanks for the warning, Renee. I'll just shoot. I'm cool just to shoot at this point.
Well, as I like to say, and everyone points out, and for this episode, I'm just going to do it in different voices for fun. The dice pool.
Oh, I like that one.
Oh, yeah.
The
Sounds
sultry.
very professional.
Yeah.
This is the sultry voice. That's
I like it.
The dice
Oh,
pool
yeah.
is such.
So
Oh.
hit the D20 next to the critical on the blaster rifle.
That is correct. Ho ho! And look at that beautiful. So that is.
I mean-
it's 2 failures, so you missed, but it's 3 advantages and a triumph. So what that means is you missed shooting them right there.
Right.
But you have 3 advantages, and you can use the advantages. You could either one thing is you could pass some boost off. If you have some strain, you could recover some strain. You can make if someone's going to shoot them easier to have it upgraded because, like I said, they're a little bit more difficult for that. And then any ideas on the advantages that you would like, or you can make one of them fall down.
Real quick, can I use natural marksman once per session? I can reroll any one ranged or light heavy attack to take another shot at this.
Yes, but you would lose the triumph.
Okay.
So, which brings up the triumph as a miracle that we'll discuss right after what you want to do.
Then I just want them to catch on fire. That's what you
The
know. You know what I
could-
want, Jay.
Yes,
you
the
know what I
triumph.
want, Jay.
The triumph will
triumph.
catch one of them on fire.
A bird flies in and drops a lighter in the alcohol and sets them on fire. Then yeah, I will pass those advantages on to the next player to make it easier for them to hit.
Okay.
Um,
So basically, the triumph is one of them is on fire. So one of them is on fire based off of, and he's not going to be able to do anything. For
But which one?
left or right. Left.
give us the Wilhelm scream, Jake. Don't hold out on us. Come on, give us the good Wilhelm scream.
You know, we're gonna say the right one.
This guy?
No, this one right here. There's
No.
there's 2 of them here.
There's 2 of them in there.
Fire, and that's where I'm going.
There 2 of
I'm
them are
sorry.
right here.
It's okay.
That's who you spilled on.
Yeah, that's all
I
right.
just,
It's all right.
a little stormtrooper flambe before you got to dig in is exactly what I thought. I thought
Yeah.
a light sear
Mhm.
on the.
Softening the armor up.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Melt that plastic steel.
So that is anything else? You maneuvers to pull your weapon out. You fired. You missed, but you set one of them on fire. You're passing some boost because they're scrambling, so they're going to be easier to be able to get hit.
Can I still move? Or
Yeah.
how does?
So if you want, since you can have 2 maneuvers, if you're allowed 1 free maneuver, which was taking your blaster out. Your
Mhm.
second maneuver, if you decide to move, you'd have to take 2 strain to be able to move, and you can move anywhere short distance within probably like 5 or 6 squares.
Then yeah, I will just back up 2 steps to get a little bit more room. So 2 strain, you say?
2 strain, please. All right. The smugglers, the big Wookiee comes out, and there's some individuals that are looking towards them, and he gives out the big Wookiee yell.
Do it.
And the big Wookiee yell, and he is like, "Brrr," and is going to blast.
Come on. That big Wookiee yell was a little weak, Jay. Come on.
Come on, Jay.
Come on, Jay.
It's a medium Wookiee yell.
You know, my Wookiee is a little. I can do Huts, and Hutties, but my Wookiees are my. You know, it's that guttural. Yeah, it's just not working today. So the Wookiee blasts one of the stormtroopers for 11 points of damage with 2 advantages. So guess what?
He explodes.
That trooper explodes.
Ugh.
Yep. Which brings us to 2 NPC slots, which we have. I've got some done what? So this little stormtrooper is facing the Wookiee, and he's facing Renee. And yes?
No, it's pronounced Doug.
Oh, Doug, that's right. Doug, I forgot. Because, you know, I'm a yeah, we're gonna go.
Excellent. Hi, you.
Yeah. So that stormtrooper is going to shoot the Wookiee.
Oh.
The Wookiee is who they're after. And so Wookiee got hit. But he's a tough Wookiee. So he only took a little bit of damage, but he is hurting. He is still hurting quite a bit from the stuff that's happening. Now, the individual that is on fire, the group that is on fire, one of them is going to basically try to do something with the fire and is just, you know, being comical and just not being able to do anything. One of the other stormtrooper in this large group is going to shoot someone, and he's not sure who he's going to shoot. We're going, because of the Wookiee and his attention being brought down by the Wookiee from earlier. I'm going to say on a D10 roll, if 1 through 6 he's shooting the Wookiee, 7 through 10 he is going to shoot someone that is up top. That is an 8. So, Mr. Droid, Mr. G.
T3.
T3.
Yeah, go with T3.
Mr. T3. Clearly, there's some combatants coming up from there, and he's going to shoot you. But there's a little bit of cover, so it's going to make it a little bit more difficult to hit. So giving you some cover, giving you a little bit of and since his partner is on fire, this is going to go down. So there's not going to be as difficult. So there's going to be a little bit of a downgrade. And as he raises this large, heavy repeating blaster rifle, actually just a very heavy blaster rifle is looking at you. It is a repeating blaster rifle. And he shoots and misses as suddenly the weapon just so blast goes into the columns. Things are getting shot up. There's the droid that's right in front of you. The R4 drink droid's like and just kind of zips out of the way as the blasters start going all over the place. So yeah, that's where we're at. We have another player slot.
Got a little smoke in your eye from your friend there, buddy. A little smoke
pretty
in
much.
your eye.
Yeah, pretty much.
If you're going to shoot the bottle, shoot the bottom shelf.
Where's Flame?
I'm up top.
So
Okay.
it's Renee, or excuse me, the
Oh, there. Okay.
Doug in Texas, Raven Queen, and Flame are the two that are left.
So a question is,
Yes.
what kind of blast radius do I have?
Depends on what you want to do. So
Oh,
wherever you want to throw it, at least one square is engaged range, so blast
Mhm.
would affect that. 2 squares, if you roll really, really well, you might be able to affect it. But generally, it's only 1 square around the target.
The ISB
Yeah.
agent, if you can get a clear shot,
well,
could possibly hit the other 2 stormtroopers.
That is
well, I was thinking of getting rid of the 2 heavies.
these 2 right here, yeah.
Right. So the part is whether Doug would get caught in that.
You know,
I can go before you because I was gonna move over and grab
Well,
one.
And part of the reason I'm curious if that's the case, I believe there are advantages to use.
yes, there are
And
some
I can-
advantages, yes.
I can spend an advantage for selective detonation to ignore someone.
That is
Oh, great.
perfect.
By all means.
That would work. Definitely would work.
So that's kind of what I'm thinking is move here to clear line of sight and frag these 2.
You're going to toss a frag grenade in there. I like that. I like that a lot.
Grimdar doesn't like that.
He'll be fine. We'll put money on the bar later.
That's what the insurance is for.
That's what the insurance. So I'm giving you an advantage. So or let me phrase that. You have a boost from a boost that's been passed. So you're gonna have a boost on that. So you need at least 1 advantage to be able to proxy so you don't affect Renee, or excuse me, Doug in Texas
Doug.
in the blast.
Don't forget to use the light side.
It's going to be a 1 purple, but I am going to use a little bit of a dark side on this one because.
Yeah, see,
And I'm going to be throwing a setback because you have to throw it past a group. So there's a little bit of a setback on that one.
Mm-hmm.
But is there anything you would like to do? Because there are several light sides in your pool.
I was going to say, any objection to me using a light side?
Nope.
All right. I've upgraded already for you on your sheet, and I believe all the blasts have been set. So the dice pools are set. Go
I
ahead
love
and
it.
roll. Oh!
Oh,
All right. That is 1 failure, 2 advantage, and a triumph. So here is what happens. You missed the mark for the explosion. So you didn't hit it. As you threw it, it bounced off of someone, bounced in like off their leg and went into the wall. And it explodes. But here's the catch. With the triumph, you could actually, even though you miss, you can activate the blast with only 3. But does your demolition character have a talent that reduces that by 1? You have a talent that there's certain talents that reduce that by the blast effect by 1. I don't know if your character has that.
No, I have one that increases the damage of blast.
Okay. Yep. Okay. So yours.
But the selective detonation would be to ignore someone.
Yep.
But those are the only 2 I have.
So based off of this, you're not going to be able to affect Doug in Texas with your blast, because you could actually make it so that the triumph hits here and will blast affect these 2 people. Because you can use the triumph to activate the blast, and the blast would go if you wanted to.
Okay.
That's my interpretation of the triumph. Unless you have something else you would like to interpret for that triumph, it's completely up to you.
Nope, that sounds good.
Okay, so what is your blast damage? Is 7. So each of these individuals will take 7 points of damage based off of the blast, and there is some soak. So yeah, that is some good. It missed.
death. Good death.
Yeah, it missed, but definitely they took a little bit of damage. Now, unfortunately, that wall is it's taking a lot of yeah, there's definitely some structural damage going. that you may or may not.
Hopefully not load bearing.
Yeah, it's not load bearing, not on that wall. But all right. And for entertainment value, that's where the explosion went. So, give you a little bit of visual on where that explosion. Well, there's a lot of debris and stuff like that. Which brings us to NPC slots. And currently the NPC slots are, this NPC slot is dead. Gone. They've gone.
This guy, I think, needs to go.
That one needs to go, and I believe they need. No, they fired, so they have also gone. So
It's just that guy.
I think that was all of them.
Has this guy
That's
gone?
all of them.
Or
Yeah, he moved over there and he missed
he
the
moved over
Wookiee.
there. Okay.
oh
Yeah, he shot the Wookiee.
Oh, it's because I added an extra. Yeah, I added an extra. Oh no! I'm sorry. Yep, my mistake. So, alrighty. So this is the only guy that's left that is not gone. That's in the cantina, and he rushes in. And
I mean, there's all these patrons that haven't done anything.
they go
I
at
know,
the end.
what are they gonna do?
They go at the end of
Duck
the
and
round.
cover.
Duck and cover.
Oh,
They're pretty much duck and cover, and they go at the end of the round. So this stormtrooper comes down, and he's gonna shoot the Wookiee. That's
just because he's got lots of hair. It's so rude. They're so jealous.
ooh.
Ugh.
Yeah, that Wookiee's taken another hit.
Rip
Just-
the Wookiee.
Just smells of burnt hair and stormtrooper in here, and I can't even smell things.
Yeah, that hurt. That
Yeah.
that hurt. That Wookiee's That Wookiee is definitely on some last legs right now. Yep. And then yep. There we go. You won't need it.
As long as it's not a big dude in black with a cape with a breathing issue.
Cannot confirm or deny.
Are we back at the top? Because I didn't go.
No, we are not back at the top yet.
Okay, good.
There's
I was
actually-
sad.
We are one PC slot left. So Renee.
Right, that's me.
Yes.
I'm gonna move over here to this guy.
Yep.
I'm then going to grab him and turn him while biting him at the same time. I would like to turn him towards where my whole group is so they have a clearer shot. But I also want to bite him.
All right. So you're just gonna chomp right into that laminate armor. You have
I
a
am. It's.
We don't
So
need to
good.
see that. You don't need to turn him towards us.
I'm turning it so you can get a better shot. You guys are clearly missing. I'm gonna do it frenzied, so I'm gonna take a strain.
to
'Cause-
upgrade that, if I recall, right?
Yeah. So I would take my strain and it will upgrade the attack by 1, and then if I hit him, I will add 1 damage from my feral strength.
Are you going to use a light side point as well to upgrade it a second time?
Yeah, let's do that because I feel like you're gonna be mean to me here in a minute.
Oh, you think so, huh?
I'm almost 100% certain.
Okay. It's only going to be 2 purple because it is a melee attack.
Oh,
You
it is.
do have 2 boosts because of 1 being passed and 1 because of earlier of his attention, being coming down. So he had no clue you're coming to get him. So, yeah. The dice pool is set. Please roll.
Go.
Oh, yes. So that's 8 points of damage and 2 advantages.
Yeah, I bite him, but I definitely want to make sure that he's turned, so in case they shoot at him.
Okay.
And then I will pass him along for future shooters.
Yeah, he is. You just got right into his neck and did some damage to him. He's still alive, but he's hurt big time.
I'm very happy about this, and that will be my turn.
Okay. And now we are at the top of the round. So everything changes over, so we have 2 PC slots. So really, Renee, if you want to go again, or who else would like to go, by all means. Who would like the first PC slot on the round 2?
Do we want to keep it in the same order?
Honestly, I'm just going to continue mauling. So if somebody wants to aim at this guy, please do.
Let Doug continue the attack and start it out, maybe.
Sure, I can continue, and I will like try and claw across.
Chew all the way through.
Keep chewing. Yeah.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm not gonna,
nom.
might as well just chew him.
Are you going to use
Frenzy? 100%.
Okay, so
I'll take another strain.
Okay.
I'm not going to use a light side this time. I'm going to leave that for my friends. But
so generous.
This one time, yeah. And I'm waiting for you.
The dice pool. Which voice? Chat.
British.
You want British? Okay. The dice pool is set. Please go ahead and roll.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The suggestion was British, Jay.
Wasn't that British?
I don't know.
I don't know what that was.
I don't know, governor. Okay, how about this one? The dice
Just say governor. That makes it British.
Yes, governor.
Absolutely.
Governor, the dice pool is set. Go ahead and roll, please.
I did it.
I suppose it didn't say good accent.
Exactly. See, that's the key. The good accent. Doug in Texas, as you bite into and claw, what does it look like as you dispatch this stormtrooper?
It probably looks like my jaws ripping his head clean off his like whole body, and then I just kind of do like this weird like scream, and I get ready to move over to the next guy, and I will move to this guy with blood on my mouth, like I'm all over my face. This is typical. All my friends have seen it before. This is not new. Yeah.
I swear I need a drink every time I see that.
If they can't do it, I might as well do it for myself. And and I will leave the dead body there, and I will move to this guy and wait.
All right. Perfect. All right. So with that, now we've got the next PC slot. Who would like it?
I'll take it.
Okay.
I guess I'll finally attack, and I'll take a shot over at that guy right there.
One of them. There's only one trooper left because your buddy Jeff, or actually Krim, already took one of them out. So yeah, let me get the dice pool here. It's going to be short range, so it's only going to be 1 purple. Are you doing anything else like aiming and or?
I mean. Yeah, sure. If he's if I got a clear shot and I've been ducked down behind this thing, I'll take a shot at his dome.
Okay. And by the way, Raven Queen, you had an advantage. What did you want to do with that advantage? Pass a boost off?
I will give it to Carl because he misses all the time. And darn it, Carl, hit something.
All right.
I'll hit the bar later.
Carl.
Yeah, that's probably how. Carl.
So it's going to be 1 purple, 2 boosts, a dice on that. Anything else for Carl?
No.
And what accent should I use? What poor accent should I use this time?
Russian.
Don't know the Russian one there, but it's going to be Scottish anyways, because I've made the decision that it's going to be this. So guess what?
No matter what you say,
no matter what, I'm going to use this one because this is the one that came out. Even though I tried Russian, it is British or Scottish or whatever made-up language I'm putting in and insulting what culture this is. But anyways, the dice pool is set. Roll and make me happy.
I like it. It's aggressively awesome.
It's very aggressive.
It ended up kind of piratey there towards the end. I was expecting the yard to cap it
It was a bit scallywag. I like it.
That is 2 successes and 2 advantages. So, Carl, guess what? What does it look like as you blast the second stormtrooper into the wall? How does that look?
Well, I was aiming right for his dome, so I imagine he was looking at his buddy that just got overclocked by Renee. And as he was getting ready to look back up, he just...
Excellent.
Yeah, that wasn't me. I didn't take that earlier shot.
I think it was Krim.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
Great.
my bad.
I took the
He's
other
right
guy out.
next to you, man. Right
Who's
next
the
to
other
you.
guy?
Pay attention, Carl.
They look nothing alike.
All right.
Oh.
So we are now. That brings us to a PC slot.
Jay,
Yes.
a slight retcon,
Yes.
if I could, for cinematics.
Oh, please.
I'm thinking when I had my despair, I maybe tried to duck behind this wall to
Okay.
fix it, but the frag went off and now blew a big hole in that wall, and I'm staring right at all the remaining stormtroopers through that hole in the wall.
I can see you now, though. Hey, blood everywhere.
Because
just
I am a
cinematically seemed kinda
wonderful.
cool.
It was a triumph that did that. So yes, there is a large hole in that wall that you can see through.
That doesn't necessarily help me because it's not my turn. They all now see me on their turn.
That is very true. That is very true.
Cinematically, it seems cool.
It is. I love
have a
that.
shocked look on my face as I just now am staring through a big hole as I'm trying to whack on my blaster to get it fixed.
You are just covered in debris too, as it's just you kind of got pelted a little bit as the explosion kind of came through. You're just dusting off the. So yeah.
Just a shocked expression looking through an open hole in the wall.
Oh
now.
yeah. Yep. Perfect retcon. Perfect retcon on that one. All right. So we have gone. So it's two. I've got two NPC slots, and this is the top of the round. So these are the first two slots. None of my people are on, and I only have. Oh, Renee or Doug in Texas. Raven Queen right there.
I am, yeah. But probably looking
waiting. Which one? Who?
pretty menacing. I have the blood of his friend on me.
Yes. We're gonna share some love.
Oh, share away.
So the one stormtrooper left with the heavy blaster that took a frag grenade from the group, from Flame specifically, decided to throw a frag grenade at you. Didn't like that. Really, really did not like that. So he's deciding to go, you know what? Fine. Be that way. And he's going to throw one at you.
Oh.
Because they have a frag grenade. So he's going to toss it back to you. And is there any dice pool or anything else you'd like to use? Or does Flame have, actually, let me double check one time. Does Flame, do you have defense?
Do I have defense? I do not have defense.
Okay, you do not have defense. All right, Flame doesn't have defense. And unfortunately, there is close to get this blast affecting. You know what? Yep. That's fine.
That'll work.
You know, it's still gonna, yeah.
It's gonna sting.
Yeah. And he does get a boost because of some of his cronies before were distracting some things. Has to boost off to him. So, all right, we're gonna do it. Here it comes.
Do it.
All right. Oh, wait a minute. I gotta hit the right dice. There we go.
You gotta tell yourself the dice are set.
Oof.
Oof.
All right. So that is going to be 10 points of damage and minus your soak.
My soak is 7.
7. So
So 3.
So you only took 3 points of damage as the grenade drops at your feet and goes boom. But because of those two advantages, I will proxy the blast capability, which really doesn't do anything for anyone else, except it makes that entire area just rubble. So it just makes it really, really difficult terrain, and it's just a massive amount of just debris. So It's nothing really affecting you. It's more thematic than anything. Which brings us to the second NPC, which is the... We're going to go with the ISB agent. He's going to move right here.
Oh, come to me. Come on.
He's going to move right there. He's going to move right there. He's just going to step back a little bit. Nothing big. He's going to get on a communicator. He's going to say some word. Communicator. No big.
Oh, sure. Just wait, buddy.
And that's... And he's going to be inspiring to the individuals that are left. Because, oh, he's hoping for that. NPC slot. Who would like that one?
I can go, but I'm going to spend my turn, I guess, trying to get my blaster back up and online. Right?
Do you have
Would
any
that be my
reload?
full?
Do you have a reload in your inventory?
Looked. Let me see. I do not. So I guess my blaster's just dead, huh?
Pretty much. What other weaponry do you have in your inventory?
A stun baton. So I will pull my stun baton and just charge through the blasted hole in the wall, screaming and yelling, and go after the ISB agent with my stun baton.
Yeah,
Full on charge running at him.
the hole is probably too small for you to get through, but you're going to be able to make all the way around. You can run all the way around and up to the guy, up to the ISB, and yeah, definitely give him a whapping.
I'm just yelling and hauling butt over there to whap him.
I will yell along with him. Ah! Make it all scary, more scary.
All right, so you're trying to hit him with the stun baton.
I saw him ducking back to pull out the communicator, so I'm taking my turn to try and get him before more troopers get called in.
Or yes, because that would be kind of bad. I think there's a boost that's been passed to you. Is there?
Lost track.
Carl, did you pass a boost
yeah.
on? Yep.
I'll say yes.
Yeah, I did pass this on.
Yep.
Several. Like there was a lot.
See, there's a rule
Just
of
like
cool when it
all
comes
of
to
them.
it's all about
shoving
semantics.
like poker chips across a table, and it was weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jay, what's that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there is some upgrades that need to be rolled because you're attacking him because he's a nemesis type character. And where are we at? Is there anything else you would like to do?
No.
Nope. All right. Now his stun is over. His staggeredness is over by this time. So that's why he's wasn't able to do something later on that we're gonna find out now. But so,
That doesn't sound good.
oh yeah,
Right.
oh it's good. It's good. What? Let's see. What's some fun we can have right now? Let's go, Jabba. Oh, dice roll is set. Goonie can roll now.
Oh, wow.
I mean, it's not terrible.
Yeah, it's not great either.
Okay.
Right, but it's not terrible.
I'm not made to do melee combat, so this is
What are you doing? Leave that to me.
attack.
So that's 3 successes and 4 threat. So what we're gonna do is, so you hit him for 5 points of damage, which is pretty good, except that his soak is 5. So you kind of, you as you're trying to hit him, he does this unusual imperial martial art move, and as you come down, he sidesteps you and basically trips you up, and you fall prone. And that's what 3 of those threat are. Is that you hit him, but you didn't do enough damage because he took. It's like he took it in. You hit him in the side, like in the side of the padding of his armor, where he wanted you to hit him, and then just clamped down, and then just flipped you onto your back on the ground.
Oh, I need to take note of that move.
And you are going to take a strain because you're sitting there looking up, going, "I'm not a melee fighter," And it was very.
Didn't go the way I
It
planned.
didn't go the way you planned. Yes,
I saw it different in my head.
that you did.
Pretty much, Kerm and I are sitting there just going like, "What the hell is he doing?"
Doug is probably the same way. Like, what are you doing?
I've never had my blaster die on me before.
So, which brings us to the next PC slot. Who is that? I'd like to take that one. So who has gone so far? We've got Renee has gone. We've got
Other
Renee, and we have Carl who has gone. So we've got 3 other Moors. Who would like the next slot?
I can take it. I'll end up targeting the one who threw the frag grenade at me.
You're tossing frag grenades back and forth
Nope.
to each other.
This one, I'm just going to use the blaster pistol. I'm
Ah.
not throwing another grenade
All right.
because I don't have an advantage, so I wouldn't, to make sure I wouldn't hit someone. So
All right. And if I recall, okay, there's nothing there. It is only going to be 1 purple. Would you like to use anything or add anything else?
nope, I'll just do a straight roll.
All right. So, well, the dice pool is set, so you can go and run it anytime you would like.
Oh,
So
one threat.
as you shoot up, it kind of ducks behind one of the pillars or something like that. It kind of goes off. Because of the rubble that you're in, you kind of slipped up a little bit as you're trying to shoot, and it just bounces around. You take a strain from that, poor performance of shooting. You're more of a tosser than a shooter.
We're not having a good round so
You're
far.
not having a good round. Everyone else is just cowering under the jumping, just getting out of the way of all this just mayhem. The Wookiee. What's the Wookiee gonna? Oh, the Wookiee's gonna charge.
Oh boy.
He's going full on charge, and the Wookiee is going to hit. Or let me phrase that. The Wookiee is going to attempt to disassemble this last heavy blasting stormtrooper. Because he wants this to end. And oh, wait a minute. That. So. Oops. Sorry, my computer's being off a little bit. And because it's a Wookiee, and because this is going so interesting, he's pulling out the vibro axe.
What?
A vibro axe. You've heard of vibro blades, vibro, dagger, or vibro swords, things of that nature. This is a big old axe that is good at slicing through.
Heard of Axe body spray? Just as deadly.
Pretty much. And guess what? This is what happens. Whoop-ah!
Oh, God.
3 successes, 1 advantage.
Oh.
He basically, that's 10 points of damage with pierce, and literally chops the one in half.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Remind me not to piss off a Wookiee.
Well, everybody knows that already.
So
That was intense.
I try to tell you every day to not piss off anybody.
It never happens that way, though, but you can keep trying.
Well, you can
Good
see
luck
how
with
well I
that.
did with these guys. Get a few whiskeys in me and I'll make everybody mad.
Fair.
PC slot. Who would like the PC slot?
T3 can have it.
Yeah, I'll step forward and take a couple of shots at this stormtrooper. I'll take a moment, look at the frag grenades on my belt, look at how tightly grouped up my party is, look back to the frag grenades, look back to my party, do some quick mental math, and then crack off a shot at our pal, the stormtrooper.
Okay.
And now I've got just a quick question. I got true aim. Once per round, you may perform a true aim maneuver to gain the benefits of aiming and upgrade combat checks once per rank of true aim.
Yes.
Does that count as a maneuver? Is that something I can do and then still shoot? Or
That is a maneuver, and so normally you aim, and so you get the bonuses of a boost, but it generally takes a maneuver. True aim, if I recall, it is a maneuver, but you get the bonus of an upgrade instead of a. I gotta read that. If it's just a boost, or I want to say
it says to gain the benefits of aiming and upgrade combat check once per rank of per true aim.
So you upgrade instead of add a boost. So normally when you aim, it's a maneuver, and you basically get a blue boost dice. With the true aim, you're using a maneuver to aim, but you get the benefit of a true aim, which means you upgrade the dice. So one of your dice gets upgraded from a green to a yellow.
And I can still do that and still shoot?
And that's a maneuver, yep. And then you take your action to be able to shoot.
Then I will true aim and then fire off with the heavy blaster rifle.
So
I'm sorry, the blaster rifle.
You come behind the
That
your
one's
table.
me.
That's the wrong person.
Sorry,
No.
sorry.
That's Carl.
Oh no, Carl, right there. Oh yeah, you got a perfect shot. It's going to be short range, and then there's anything else that you're wanting to look or add to this?
No, if it's short range, I can still do true aim and add point blank to it too, right? If it's successful.
That is correct.
Cool. Then nope. Then I'm good.
But because you are firing into someone that with you, that they are immune with you, it automatically upgrades to a red. So it's going to be one red.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm not going to be neat.
Are you shooting that guy?
Yeah, he's shooting that.
Yeah.
You got two people in engaged range with them.
If I need to use some light die, I'll throw one in there or two in there, whatever.
Completely up to you.
Said one or two.
All right. You tell me. I'm worried. I'm not. It's
You're rolling one red dice as a difficulty dice, but if you roll a despair, you probably will hit one of your comrades.
So yeah, throw one in there, I guess.
So you want to go and hit the use light side.
Oh
no!
Throwing a lot of dark side at us here in a minute.
It's okay.
Boop. Okay, got it.
There you go.
And
you
then
booped it.
that will upgrade again. So I've got that upgrade already into this system. And so that is set. So what should we do this time? I'm running out of voices. No, here's this one.
Mime.
It's bad. It's gonna be bad. The dice are set. Fire.
You're pretty much into interpretive dance territory.
Yeah, that one scared me a little.
Yeah.
But you rolled pretty good.
Hey, there you go.
That is your purple goat, by the way. For those that watch some other channels or other shows on this. Anyways, that was a bad one. But that is 3 successes with 2 advantages, so that is 12 points of damage. What does it look like when you blast this guy?
I think it's straight through the core, and just is a big enough blast that there's the smoking. I mean, we're working on getting a more of an open floor plan in this part anyway, so we'll just open up a window in the center of this stormtrooper with blasting straight through his core.
Okay. So yeah, it takes it. It just falls to the ground right there, and so guess what?
It's our turn again. Oh. We win.
That dark side, suddenly
There's a change in the force.
there is a change in the force.
Disturbance.
There's a disturbance, yes.
The disturbance is real.
You guys, you feel that? Oh, God.
They look friendly.
They are totally our friends, and they're huge. Why is that one so big?
What it appears is 2 death troopers. Black armored, large blasters walk through the door.
Nothing to see here. Typical barf.
And guess what? That's all they're gonna do because they got called in and maybe a dark side got put. So they're not actually going to be able to engage right now because getting in and observing what's going on and taking orders is all they're gonna do. And we're gonna see what happens next. So we have the last PC slot, which is going to be Jeff, if I recall.
It is. So I have a question. This
Yes.
wall right here, this
Yes.
one right here, does that go all the way to the ceiling?
Yes.
Is that
yes,
like
it
a
does.
half wall?
No,
Okay,
it is
so-
a wall that goes all the way to the ceiling. But there is
Okay.
a hole in the wall.
Yeah,
right
yeah, no,
there.
there's a hole there, but this wall goes. Okay, so Krim still has his drink in his hand, and so his whole turn is just going to be to drink his drink, and that's all he's going to do.
Fair.
Checks out.
Is there a little of a Vero being channeled?
No, only in that I got no good move.
I'm still lying at this guy's feet, looking over, going, seriously? Really?
You're lying at a guy's feet. You don't know what I'm doing. You don't have any clue.
Nobody's going to attack him?
I can't get to how far can you move in one turn? Because I don't think I can get to him.
Yeah. So that's interesting. All right,
I'm also not a melee person either. And unlike some people, I'm not an idiot.
I'm some people.
You're also a melee person.
Definitely.
It's tougher than it looks, I found out.
You're welcome.
So, while I take care of a little bit of got a little overlay issue that we're there we go.
Oh yeah.
There we go. We're back.
I became a droid all of a sudden.
Hey.
You
Yeah.
did. You did. So, where are we? So we are now that that's been organized.
So
We
so how
have-
far can you move in one turn? Like,
About
what is-
20, about five to 6 squares, roughly.
1, 2, 3.
So you can
Yeah.
move to like right here and get a shot off at one of the Death Troopers.
And be exposed? That seems like a terrible idea.
Well, that you could do that, yes.
No.
It's all about exposure, Krim.
Yeah.
So I guess what I'll just do is just do a full move to the other side of this. I'll down my drink and I'll just run to the other side of this column pillar over here. I assume is that what this is? Is that what this black?
Yep, that is
There
a
is-
pillar. So
I'll
that,
just duck behind there.
okay. So you are ducking behind there, and you are basically cover, so you can't be shot
Yeah.
or anything like that.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So the interesting thing that happens now is that normally Nemesis, like the ISB agent, the Nemesis level, they get 2 actions in the round. But because of the crit that you hit him, wasn't able to act in his second action last round. But guess what he gets to do now? He gets to
Call his
act.
mommy.
Close. He did already call someone, but not his mommy. But he is going to raise that blaster. And
Oh shoot. Oh. That's the evil GM laugh. Everybody should be afraid.
Oh.
Oh, this is going to be watch and be amazed.
Give me that despair. Let's go.
The Wookiee.
No, not the Wookiee.
Can I jump in front of him or push him out the way?
No,
Dang it.
unfortunately,
Ow.
you don't want to, because this auto blasting pistol just auto fired and hit, and then hit again, and then just hit, and basically completely. Yeah, the Wookiee's down.
Does a stim back help that?
Normally it would potentially.
But this is not normally. Right, yeah.
That Wookiee got a lot of holes put in them.
Typical Wednesday, I told you.
Yep.
Yep. So that Wookiee took a major crit, and yeah, he's down. He is not.
That guy's a huge problem. We got to get rid of that guy.
So now we are at the top of the round, and you know what? This is a good time for maybe a break so that we can rehydrate and everything else. Everyone, thank you for joining us. Please follow us on here. If you hit that follow button for the channel here, we have our VODs on YouTube, which is important for the Wayward Gamer YouTube. But we will be back in 5 minutes, and we will continue this wonderful and awesome chaos. So stay tuned. Right back.
We'll keep making good choices.
Oh yeah.
Hello, everyone! Welcome back to the Star Wars Shadowport Adventures One-Shot Chaos and Friends. I'm your host, your GM, Neopet3 on the socials, and we are here joined again by so many wonderful, talented friends and players, and we are just having sheer chaos and just enjoying this wonderful Fantasy Flight Games, Edge Studios, Asmodee owned or partnered Edge of the Empire game. We call the Shadowport Adventures universe, where, hey, this is what we do. We like playing Star Wars on Star Wars Sundays. We're going to coin that phrase because one of the reasons why we're coining the phrase Star Wars Sundays is we are currently in development of a long-term campaign of Star Wars Shadowport Adventures, EBA. We will be starting the end of August. Will be our first episode. But the unique thing about this is we are going to be doing off stream. We're going to be playing off stream for some of our games before we actually get onto stream. And we probably won't be streaming until December, but you're going to have to wait a little bit, unless, because we are also going with some Ko-Fi, some subscriptions, and we are looking at Patreon, a Patreon package, which some of the Patreon will get early access to all of that information and all those games and videos and things of that nature. So we're still working that out. Here at the Important for the Wayward Gamer, we are looking at some more games. Wednesdays, we have Saltmarsh Legends of a wonderful game. One of our players might be actually in that game. And
who could that possibly be?
I have no clue. Yeah, and August 10th will be Wednesday, August 10th will be the season 1 finale for Legends of Saltmarsh Legends, which we are building up. We have 2 episodes left for that wonderful. We have July 27th next week, this Wednesday, and then 2 weeks later will be the 10th, which we will be giving away. We have a surprise Dice Vault and Dice giveaway for the finale. So stay tuned for that, for more information on that. As well as the channel is growing. We are pulling in some more games. We have our wonderful friend, Kurt, is going to be bringing in Champions of Eclipsia. So we will be, this fall, Champions of Eclipsia have found a new home, and they're going to be coming here, and we are looking forward to that D&D game. So, and some more on the way. We've got a few more in kind of figuring where that's going to go. So stay tuned. Catch us on Twitter. Catch us on YouTube. All that good stuff. Follow. We're hoping to get at least 100 followers, but hey, by the end of the year, kind of looking for. But enough of that. Now back to the scene. The camera pans as chaos envelopes into Gundar's place, as the cantina is being blown up to bits by grenades, blaster fire, and people yelling, "No, not the vase! Oh, no, not the chandelier!" as the place is just getting completely shot up. Most of the stormtroopers
Chandelier. That's a classy cantina.
Most of the stormtroopers have died, except for the 2 new death troopers that have walked in and hear this, that little voice of that muffled, and the ISB agent just blasted the Wookiee, and the Wookiee went down. So, we are now at the top of the order of round 3. What PC would like to take the first slot?
I have told you my plan, so you guys tell me when I can do my plan.
I think the droid with all the
it.
explosives should go first.
I want to throw a grenade.
Please
Let
throw
me
it.
try to go first and roll away from the ISB agent.
Point of order. Phrase number 1: a bunch of beer cans hanging from a ceiling fan does not a chandelier make. I think he's putting on airs a little bit, but yeah. If so,
Carl works hard on that.
Yeah.
well, I don't know what to tell you guys. It's not a chandelier. It is at best a really bad mobile. I can toss the grenade, or did you want to roll out of the way first?
Yeah, if you don't mind, I'll take the first action to scramble a little bit further back towards this trooper
Maybe get
Over
behind
here.
me.
and grab his weapon.
That works for me.
That's good.
Learning the mistake of my melee.
Yep. So are you going to, as you roll back, are you going to try to stand up as well? Or just stay on the ground?
I would assume so. I mean, I'm just scrambling for the weapon.
Okay. So moving there, getting up, and grabbing the weapon is pretty much all you can do.
Okay,
But you
I'll
are
take that.
out
And
of.
that gets
But you are
that
out
gets
of
me
blast.
clear of the
Yes.
blast range.
Yes, very much so.
And did I grab what you said? It was like a repeating rifle.
So you can, because you were here, you can grab a regular heavy blaster rifle or a repeating blaster rifle. Which one would you like?
Both of them.
Repeating sounds better than regular.
Repeating is a larger long barrel. It shoots. It's an automatic weapon. You add 1 purple to your roll, but if you get 2 advantages, you hit them again.
Okay, well, I'm skilled and ranged heavy, so it shouldn't be an issue to use that for me
Nope,
then, right?
Not at all. So
Okay.
the question becomes: do you want the one that shoots multiple times, or do the one that just shoots once?
I'll grab the repeating.
Okay.
Multiple pews are ideal.
Okay.
Multiple misses are better than one miss.
Pew pew.
Yep. You got the
Yeah.
auto fire. You got an auto fire blaster. So that is the first player. Who would like the second player slot?
A blowy uppy guy.
I'll throw a grenade. Can I try and land it in between the Colonel Clink and the Death Troopers?
You could. So if you wanted to do that, you would have to try to get them and want to affect all of them by blast. Now,
Right.
if you do that, they're going to take some damage from blast. It's probably not going to take them out because of the blast isn't going to be as powerful. But you could take you could target one individual,
Okay.
and you could target one of the Death Troopers, and if you target blast, he takes the main damage, and then the blast goes off to the second.
Then that's what we'll do.
Or you could just get the ISB agent, and the troopers are far enough away they would not get affected by them.
Yeah, I'll hit the Death Troopers, trying to spread it around a little bit.
Go for the combo.
You want to
Yeah.
spread the love around a little bit more.
Trying to get a little bit more.
All right,
So-
let me see what we got here for Death Troop. So, gotta double check my route. He's down. So, oh yes, Death Troopers got a little they got some good stuff there. And
No, they don't have that. They lost
No,
it.
they don't.
They
No.
forgot.
It's in their other pants.
Oh,
It's in the other pants.
it's in the other pocket.
This is a lot of work to build up dramatic tension, Jay. I mean, I appreciate the enthusiasm.
okay, yep, there. Oh, yeah, I just found what exactly. Okay, yeah, that's what I needed to find out. So yeah, there's some good and you're throwing a grenade, so it's going to be short range.
Okay.
But they do have an adversary, so it gets it up for that. Looking at the map that I see, if you're right there, to try to hit this one. Try to hit this one right here.
Yep.
Ooh, you're gonna have to take a step up.
Okay.
Right
I
there
will.
to get a good shot at him.
Then
Because
I
you're
will.
right. Yep, that's the short range. You got a clear shot, Although there is one of your partners in front of you that kind of rolled off and decided to pop up. So
Darn it, Renee.
yeah,
I'm pulling a Carl.
you're pulling a Carl. So I'm gonna add another setback to that just to
Ruh-roh.
make it,
Don't hit me in the head.
yeah.
Fun. Add some
T3, use the
flavor.
light side. Use the light
Yeah,
side.
I message received. Just one or two?
You can only use one.
Ah, okay. Boop. There we go.
There we go.
All 6.
I have upgraded your roll. So now, what should I tap into?
Mime.
Gungan.
Oh,
Misa, I
You've-
think this
you-
is a good idea.
Yeah, that's it.
Yes.
You've made it this far without doing Yoda one time. I mean, come on. It's right there in front of
Yoda will be next, but this is.
Ah, there we go.
So Misa think this is a good. So Misa think the dice pool is all set. Go ahead and roll the Misa dice. I want to see you go boom boom baba.
For the record, if this goes badly, it's Jar Jar's fault.
Yeah.
Me not saying Jar Jar, me just Gungan.
100% went
Misa
badly.
like these, yes.
It 100% went badly.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
So that is a failure with 2 advantages. Now you need 3 advantages to proxy the blast. So basically, what I interpret is as you chuck it, Renee kind of stood up for a second and just basically it kind of bounced off his shoulder a little. It just nicked his shoulder. And then as it was flying toward the Death Trooper, he saw it, and because he didn't take any actions last round, just batted the grenade into this corner right here. And it exploded without any issues. But
Oh, it exploded?
it did explode because
Okay.
it does explode. But the question is, you have 2 advantages. What would you like to do that? Pass that a boost off to the next player? Have something, anyone that wants to shoot at the Death Trooper would get a boost?
Yeah, I will absolutely pass it to whoever's up next.
Okay, so they will get a boost on the next roll. And which
I cleared out some space, guys. I again knocking down some walls. Man,
Yeah.
gave you a cleaner line of fire. You're welcome. You're welcome.
all right.
I'm all the way over here. How's that going to help me?
If you want to turn a positive into a negative, you absolutely can. I'm just saying, I'm putting in the work here.
No, he's not wrong. Blood all over.
You got a little stormtrooper. So anyway, just a little.
Yeah,
just
yeah.
right here. Just
That's
right
fine.
here. You got a little. Okay.
I'll get it later.
4, 6. Yeah, we're gonna go 2, 4. All right, so we are gonna roll a d8, and what's this gonna be is that this Death Trooper walks up to this area, sees the Raven Queen's Doug in Texas. We see Doug's Renee, so it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4. We see GMDL, which is 5, 6. And then there's the robot that they've been hunting that is carrying, that's got a semi-conscious and unconscious human from the original bunker. Are going to be 7, 8.
Oh, down there?
Yeah, they're down
These
there.
guys?
Yep.
Okay.
So I got to include them because those are the main targets. Everyone's kind of scrambling. And then I need to roll. So it's going to be a 3. So that is going to be now, because I am an evil GM,
You are, yes.
I'm going to roll a 1d10. 1 through 9, he's going to shoot you. A 10, he's going to do something else.
These are terrible odds, Jay. What is happening?
No. You don't want a 10. You do
1
not
through
want a
9,
10.
you're getting shot in the face.
Okay. All right.
All right.
That's fine.
Shoot me now. Shoot me now.
All right. So it is going to be short range because you are clearly there. Doug, is there anything you would like to do with the dice pool?
If you're talking to this Doug, of course there is.
Renee, playing Doug with Renee character. He's about to shoot you. Is there anything else you would like to do? Potentially use a light side point to make it more difficult
okay.
for him to shoot you?
I guess I was misunderstanding who he was shooting. I thought he was shooting the other Doug.
Oh, so no. So this is 1 and 2.
And you were 3 and 4.
3 and 4.
and then
And
5
yeah.
and
I got you.
6, and then 7, 8. Yep.
I got you. Okay. So I would definitely try to use a light side to try to minimize the damage.
All right, so that will turn the purple to a red. So, yeah, this is gonna hurt, and this is gonna be it's about time that some good stuff is gonna happen here. So,
I feel it. Yeah.
Define good.
Good.
Yeah. It's real good.
That's 12 points of damage,
Oof.
Oh,
but
you have a soak. You have a soak.
but you -2 from your soak
Why?
because he has the weapon has pierce 2.
Ouch.
So pierce 2 minuses on your armor. So what is your soak?
My soak is 4.
Normally 4, so it's just going to bring back down to 2. So you actually took a total of 10 points of damage.
Oof.
Now,
I'm not looking good.
I only rolled 1 advantage. If I had rolled 2 advantage, you would have gotten shot again because it's got auto fire. But he only has 1 advantage. So he's just going to pass that boost off to his partner.
Who's going to shoot you again?
And
On a scale of 1 to dead, how do you look?
Very
Yeah,
close
you
to
said
dead.
not good.
I mean, but not good could be like a 5. I don't know. So you're very close to the dead side.
I have 4 left.
Great. You've got blood everywhere. Okay.
A mess.
As a droid, I've been around. I haven't been around you guys that long. Is that much of you supposed to be on the outside? I thought you were supposed to keep some of that on the in.
Yes, that's
inside.
very accurate. His insides are now outsides, and that's
yeah.
not okay.
Oof.
Yeah.
But that stuff's supposed to stay inside.
Unless you make it come out like I did on that
Yeah.
guy. And then,
Generally, we only drain fluids intentionally.
Because his intestines are getting a little X-testing out there. I don't think we should keep that up.
innards should be innards, not outards.
There we go.
So the next Death Trooper is going to step up, and he is going to shoot. But this time, the droid and individuals down there is going to be 1 and 2. Raven Queen, your Doug in Texas is going to be 3 and 4.
You've doomed me.
We are not going to shoot Doug's Renee. And then the droid, GM, is going to be 5 and 6. And 7, 8 is going to be Flame up in the top corner.
You can see that guy?
Well, it's going to determine.
There's a hole in the wall.
There is a hole in the wall,
That's true,
but
yeah.
he's going to move a little bit more based off of if I roll Flame, then he's going to move slightly different. Let's see here. 6. So that is going to be the wonderful droid of GMDL or T3. T3. The Death Trooper steps up.
Boy.
And he is going to. Same rules apply. 1d10. 9, he shoots you. 10, he does something else.
Mm-hmm.
All right, he shoots you. Is there anything you would like to do before I roll? Anything with the dice pool?
Nah, let's let it ride.
All right, we're gonna let it ride.
Risky.
Ooh.
Yeah. So here we go. Chat. Do we have any suggestions on what we should do here? Any fun stuff? What are we looking for? Some good? Because that is 3 advantages. Excuse me, three successes
Oh,
and 5 advantages.
no.
Ouch. Yikes.
So, what is your soak?
4.
4. So -2, so it's only 2. So you took 11 points of damage.
Mhm.
You're still up because I believe your threshold is 11 or 12. No, you have higher than that.
Yeah, it's 15.
15. So that toughen that you got.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that kind of saved your butt. So instead of auto firing kicking in, and actually auto fire could kick in, but I need someone that's in right next to you, which would, yeah, we're not going to do that because that's just
Go for it.
No. You are going to anything you do. We're gonna crit. That's what we're gonna
Okay.
do. We're gonna do a nice crit. Have you been critted yet?
No, but I do get to
-10.
yeah, -10 any crit for because of the durable, because I'm a robot.
That is correct. And then that's going to be 3. So that is 70.
Oof.
Yeah, that's going to hurt. So a 70 crit is you are scattered, senses, gain no boosts until the end of the encounter.
Okay.
So yeah, you can no longer gain any boost from anyone passing or that from the encounter. But you've got it just ravaged you with this blast. And then the 2 advantages, I am going to anyone that fires upon him is gonna have a setback. So yeah, that we're gonna use that up. So now we go to 2 PC slots.
I can go.
Yeah.
Or,
Okay.
no. You go.
I'm just gonna take the dead body in front of me and batter up and whap him.
I was gonna say, do we have any grenade people left? They're all grouped.
I know.
together right now.
I was hoping Flame would get in there and throw something.
Flame's still in the back.
Yeah, I can act, but I've got also a lot of people in front of me to get around.
Actually, it's not really. So you could get right here.
There's
no
a hole
problem.
right there. You
And
can see
you
them
can-
all.
Yeah,
And you
there's a
can
hole
throw it
here.
right there. If you got here or here, you could you could chuck it right there.
I will wait for Flame. I need Flame to do some action here.
All right.
We
You
can-
asked for this.
Are you going? You're going for the trooper, correct?
They're
Yes.
gonna do a total remodel. Flame, burn it down.
All right.
I like this bar.
Pretty much.
Yep, you are. So
This was my favorite cantina.
It still will be when they rebuild.
normally 1 purple, but because of an adversary because they're really it gets upgraded automatically to a red. It's got some armor, so it gets a setback on that. Plus, you are throwing it past one of the other droids and another partner, so I'm adding another setback there. But that's what I have. So, is there anything else you would like?
I would like to use the light side because I'd like this to not go wrong.
Okay.
Same.
Sounds good.
Because I'm going to throw a plasma grenade.
Ooh.
Ooh.
That's gonna be
My
interesting.
tail.
So, as I'm thinking about this, I need to channel my inner Yoda because Yoda was the next one that I needed to use, and I'm trying to remember. Someone help me out with a quick Yoda impression that gives me the. Miss you not. You may. No, that's not the right. That's not the right tone.
A little gravelly, a little more gravelly.
Get in there.
Oh.
Show him, Jeff.
So imagine if Moto the Renegade used Yoda's grammar.
If-
This is no. This is no. That's more.
It's Gungan.
That's Gungan.
I think Grover that smoked 2 packs a day for most of his life.
POPD Grover.
Try you not. Throw well you do. Throw. Dice are set. Make it go boom.
Okay.
Yep, that's my Yoda's. I need a little bit more version.
Wow.
What?
Nothing?
I don't know what that is.
I don't
That-
know what that is.
Okay, that is
Absolutely nothing.
But something that doesn't look right. Because do you have? I don't think that is set correctly. Plasma. It's your light. Do you have-
Light ranged.
What do you have for your light range? You have only 2? I thought you had more than 2 skill.
I'm pretty sure I did.
Oh no, you only have 2 in your. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and that
Ranged light is yellow green. But that one of them should have been upgraded, right?
was. One of them did get upgraded because it's a yellow. You had a yellow. There was 2 spots. You know what?
Clearly, those dice fell on the floor. Roll again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Close.
Those are the home rules.
Out of the box.
But, what I would like you to do is I'm going to clear the pool for a quick second. and I can roll this for you, or you can roll this. But on your character, on your dice pool, one of the blue dice, we forgot to add a boost dice for you. But you just click a 1 in the blue box, and then in the dice pool, on your main character sheet, you're going to see the dice pool where there's a blue, a green, and a yellow dice, then a black and a purple and a red dice.
Yep.
Just go to the blue dice and put a 1 in there, and then go to the center where and you're going to see that dice just under where it says dice pool, and click on that dice. And we're just going to add a blue token to. Okay, so here's the thing. Once you click on that 1, click away somewhere else so it remembers it. The cursor can't be on there.
Okay, so
let's try it again. Round 2. Okay, so you still missed, but you have an advantage. So basically, the plasma grenade didn't work. It was a dud.
It's a dud.
It was a dud. Yeah, it bounced in there and it kind of and didn't go off. It was
Sounds
a dud.
about right.
Can I make it go off?
If you shoot it, if someone shoots it or does something, I would say yes.
Yeah.
Keep that in the back of our minds, fellas.
Because it's someone's player slot right now.
Does somebody want to shoot it right now?
I mean,
I certainly can.
I'm not gonna shoot anything. I'm literally just gonna use this guy as a club. So somebody shoot that thing.
Should I do it since I'm in a spot to do so right now? Whereas Carl would have to move pretty far.
No, there's a hole in the wall right here, but yeah, I mean, I can go later. It's fine. Go for it.
Both of you can go back to back. You know, it'll be like one and then the next, and we'll just keep shooting till it blows up.
That's fair.
If you don't get it this time, I'll go for it next.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sounds good. Should I use a light side for this?
100%.
Okay, Jay, I would like to use a light side for this. Do I need to click the thing?
Click on use light sight in the middle of your destiny pool. There you go.
Okay.
So all the power's in mine. So I'm giving you a boost. It's going to be upgraded on your weapon. There's going to be a setback because you're shooting between legs.
Is there some kind of aim action that I can take?
Because you're not moving, you could use a maneuver to aim. Yes. So
cool.
That's another boost. We'll throw another boost on there because I like this. But it is going to be 1 red dice on this. So, potentially it could go wrong. It could go right.
It's going to go all right. I just know it.
So he squints one eye.
Yeah.
As you look down and wonderful cure is that device standing behind Death Juke. He squeezes off, aiming so that it dice. Wanda.
I rolled 2 successes and 4. What are those called?
Advantages. It goes off. With those 3 advantages, you just made it go boom. So the plasma grenade, let's look back at the plasma grenade. Blast is 10. So you did 13 points of damage with that blast. So all of these individuals get 13 points of damage minus their soak. Based off of this. And the agent was already damaged, if I recall.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, pretty good too.
13 points of damage. So he has a soak of 5. So I can do math. That's going to be 8.
8.
He is burning up and just barely alive. He is smoking. He is fried. It's not looking good for him. It is not looking good for him at all. The Death Troopers, on the other hand, with that 13 points of damage, they got crispy. But it was definitely less crispy, but they're definitely hurting.
What soak do they have?
They have a bigger, because they have.
They're burning on the inside, like they're baking like a potato.
Shame. They're burning with shame. They're just dying by
questioning their life decisions.
Yes, they made poor choices.
Yep.
Now, one of the other storm, none of them have been hurt, if I recall. You haven't done anything to them, correct?
No, this is the first time hurting them.
The Death Troopers, no.
Yeah. Okay. The smuggler is just going to start moving a little bit here.
You started this. You better get in here.
To be fair, Carl started it.
But they pulled out their guns first, though.
That is very true.
We weren't gonna.
Krim was gonna try and talk this down.
Yeah, but they pulled out their guns and it escalated quickly. So get over here and do something about your mess.
And they miss.
The worst. You're the worst.
We have a flare slot. Who would like it?
Another shooty person.
Uh,
I feel like
Yep.
we need to shoot
This-
that guy that's
this'll-
smoking real bad.
Yep. So Carl and then Renee would be available.
Yeah, I'll go last.
Renee, do you want this or?
I'm just gonna hit him, but I need you to kill that guy with the blue dot on his face.
Okay. I guess I'll come over here and casually stroll up and try to shoot around this guy and go for the blue dot.
Darn it, Carl! You better not miss.
I would say you'd to get a better shot, you probably want to be right here.
Oh, there we go.
For the
Because
dead
you've
guy.
got a good shot. Otherwise, it would be very, very hard to go around shooting through a guy and around a corner.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, fair enough.
All right. So it is going to be short range, which would be normally 1 purple. But due to some snazziness of him being an Imperial IP and some adversary, it upgrades to 2. It's going to be 1 purple, 1 red. You have a boost been passed to you as well.
Yep.
And is there any other shenanigans or anything else? I have not used my dark sides yet, but I'm going to hold off.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Why not?
Yeah, I'm not going to use the light side just yet.
Okay.
Well, we're running pretty low on that.
Don't worry. I'm gonna help you out on that in a second. So
I'm sure you will.
Thanks.
Oh yeah, I'm sure you will.
So
I am sure you will.
With that being said, the dice pool are set. Please show us your awesomeness.
Come on down.
Please go.
Ah.
That's 2 failures and an advantage.
Oh, way to go, Carl.
Carl.
And you're sitting there with your head tentacles out in the open. Way to go.
Do I have any movement yet, or?
You did move once, but you, as a maneuver, you moved there. You fired. Now, if you want to do a second maneuver, you could use 2 strain and move further away or hide.
What do I have here?
I know
Got
what
this-
the problem
got
is.
this
Nobody
nice-
said engine parts or names of parts of planes or ships, so he can't do nothing.
That's why
Yeah.
Carl's the
If
mechanic.
he can, he's going to go over here.
Okay. All right.
So it's 2 strain.
That's 2 strain.
All right.
And he the ISB agent yells, "Put down your weapons or face the wrath of the Imperials." And he's going to coerce.
Oh well, let's coerce then.
He's going to try to attempt to get you to stop and maybe all this go away.
We didn't want this to begin with, guy.
I thought this was a PG-13 game and we weren't allowed coercive.
He's being a bully. We gotta get
Or
him.
is that coercing?
We're seeing, yeah, something along those lines.
I mean, as far as Carl's concerned, he'll probably use vicious mockery to flip him off, but
Yeah.
that so the first round.
I just print. I don't write in cursive.
So
Coercing is the better. I think I blew that one. It's coercing. We can't, no coercing in this game.
So the droid drops his weapon and puts his hands up. He's like,
What are you doing?
he's just like, yep. As the like I said, the ISB agent just kind of commands everyone to stop. Which brings us to,
Should have just
What?
taken those credits and pointed
Do I
at them.
feel commanded?
no, because he wasn't really talking to you at first, but he's going to be yelling at you in a second. So
Isn't he
Oh,
on
well.
fire?
He's like cooking on the inside. He's like, everybody stop.
he's
Plasma.
He's been plasmid, yes. So he is definitely a bit cooked, but he's not dead yet. He's close.
Not dead yet.
not dead yet.
I'm gonna take this dead body in front of me, and I want to. I mean, they're blocking the stairs from me. Yes.
They are, yes.
Well, then I'm just gonna smack him with the dead body.
I love this so much. You get automatically.
I will take it.
And it's going to be 1 red, 1 purple.
It's fine. I'm gonna frenzy.
So that's going to be an upgrade.
Upgrade, and also let me put that strain on me.
Okay. And
Do you want me to use the claws, or do you want me to do something else for
I
my
would say
actual roll?
just use brawl. So it's
Brawl
going to be
it is.
it's going to be the same roll as your claws,
Okay.
but I would add you will get +1 to your damage if you hit with this body.
Great. So I'm gonna take it and be like, get in here and fight your own fight, you wimps. You didn't say the thing. Can I miss?
Nope.
Oh, wow.
What is
You
happening?
rolled
Everybody's being
without-
infected.
Darn it, Doug.
That's a failure and 3 advantages. So you missed him with this body.
Yeah. Huh?
But what do you want those 3 advantages? You can make him fall down.
I want to make him. Yeah, I want him to be prone, or one of these death guys to be
Yep,
prone. One of the two.
one of the death guys is prone. Yep, he falls
Okay.
down. Based off,
Yeah.
you try to hit this death, and it kind of hit him. It didn't do any damage, but you were able to knock him off his feet.
Yeah, these guys can't hit anything even when they're dead. And then I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try and like slightly move over so that my buddy back here doesn't get killed.
Now you can move. Yeah, if you want to move there or one more over, it's up to you. But yeah,
I want to be blocking. I want to be between,
got it.
interposed. So he already looks almost dead. So
Okay.
Yeah.
And then at the bottom of the round, step back toward the door. Commanding that what is your Renee? What is your, excuse me, Raven Queen, Dog in Texas? What is your cool or discipline?
my cool is 1 yellow, 1 green.
Okay.
Discipline is 3 green.
Okay. We're going to.
I also have the check mark in discipline if that's
Yep.
important to you.
It's just a career.
Yeah, it's a skill. I'm totally skilled in discipline.
So the ISB agent is going to try to intimidate you.
Great.
He's going to
Can I-
try to intimidate you to stop this, this nonsense.
I would like to intimidate him back with blood on my face.
You.
I know I can't, but I'm just gonna. I'm gonna psychically try.
All right.
Ah,
I am going to. There's going to be because you're frenzied. There's going to be a setback,
yeah.
and we're gonna throw some other stuff on this one. So,
I also would like foam, red foam coming out of my mouth at the
red
same
foam.
time.
Okay. All right. So.
Are you rabid?
I am now,
Oh,
and I am threatening. I'm so threatening to this guy.
And it didn't work. You are not intimidated by him at all. And which comes to the realization like, oh crap. Okay. Which brings us to the top of the round. Who would like this player slot at the top of the round?
well, I've got that new repeating blaster up and ready. I'd like to just open up on it unless somebody has a.
Nope,
Another
go
idea.
for it.
Nope.
No,
Good.
one of them is sitting down. Also,
I'm going to have to kind of step to the side of Doug to get a clear shot.
Yep.
don't you die near me. You can die behind me though.
I'm not familiar with this weapon. How many shots does it get off?
You roll once, but what happens is if you need at least 2 advantages to proxy the auto fire on it to hit him again.
Gotcha. Okay. So I'm going for the one that's still up.
That's right next to Renee.
Yeah.
Okay, so that will add an upgrade to shoot, because if you roll a despair, you might hit Renee with one of the shots. You shoot the guy on the ground, there's no upgrade.
Just don't roll a despair.
Okay. Well, then I'll go for the guy on the ground.
And
I guess I'll shoot a guy while he's down.
there is there's a boost past. He has some difficulty from that earlier, and so the dice pool are like to make a donation. Please
Not
press now.
with this one, but the question is, I don't have this weapon set up. do I just use my blaster rifle roll?
Nope. So you want to use well, actually, I will. I've got to upgrade it. So what I will like you to do is roll. You're going to be rolling your. I just got to double check one thing on this weapon to make sure. You will want to just roll your skill under your skill chart under ranged heavy.
Right. Okay.
And but just one moment, I want to double check one more item just to make sure that it is not. There's a boost on that particular. No, there's no boost on that weapon. Okay. So just one thing. All right, there we go. So the dice pool is set. Go ahead and make the magic sing.
Oh, it sings.
Nice.
That sing
Very
is
nice.
really, really good.
That's a good tune.
That is.
He pulled it up and did his best Tony Montana. Say hello to my little friend. He just opened up on it.
Yeah.
All right. So what
That's the sitting down guy, right?
That's the sitting down guy.
Good.
So that weapon did 10 points of damage and has auto fire and a crit of 3. And you rolled 3 hits with 2. So you could auto fire, and so you could do 13 points of damage, 13 points of damage if you really wanted to.
Makes sense to me to auto fire since they're. Is that hitting the same one twice or
Yes.
hitting the two side by side?
You would hit the same one twice, but let me double check because his armor, you did 13. So yeah, he's gonna be after the first hit, he's gonna be alive.
Okay.
The
then
second
yeah.
hit, he is not going to be alive.
He is not alive.
Yeah.
I like that plan.
I'll full auto on the guy on the ground. I have no moral about.
Yeah, you full autoed on. Yeah, you took him out. Okay, so that is the first. Who would like the second one?
I have a quick question.
Yes.
When that grenade got punched down here, yeah, did that create another hole in the wall?
No, it did not.
Ah, damn. Okay. Yeah, if nobody else is gonna go, I can try shooting the other guy.
Go
Sure.
for it.
Go for it.
But this time, hit the guy.
Yeah.
Well, don't get in the way.
I'm not. I'm standing to the side.
All right, perhaps the whiskey has been a little bit rough on me, but I'll try to put another hole in this one.
Okay. We're gonna share some love here. So it's gonna be instead of just one purple, or to me instead of one red, it is gonna be one purple and one red. And the boost was there, so the dice pool is
Well, if you're
Unless there's
using a
something-
dark side, can't I use a light?
there was enough light side available that you could use that if you so choose.
I would act now.
But as
Yeah,
now,
yes. Let's do it.
so acting now, you have upgraded to the next firing of the yellow dice. The dice pool are set. When you are ready, please press destruction. I mean, your dice.
I like that.
All right then.
Pew pew.
Nah, just a couple advantages.
Just a
You missed.
Oh.
You missed, Carl. You missed it. So,
Carl!
but you have 2 advantages that you can pass to the next person down the line.
I will certainly pass them down the line.
All right. Which brings us to an NP, which, if I recall, this was the first of many, but there is only 2 left. Or NP. Let me phrase that. There's only 2 NPCs. What is he? Chat. What should this Death Trooper do?
He's gonna give me a hug.
Should he give a hug to Renee, step back and shoot her, or give them a gift?
No gifts, please. I'm not accepting. It's not my birthday.
Do you want to? Should we give him a gift?
it's against our ethics policy
Okay,
to accept gifts from Imperials. I'm sorry. It's
The paperwork is very, very detailed on that.
Yeah.
the taxes. The taxes are the problem, really.
Yeah,
I mean,
sure.
Yeah.
all right.
Darn taxes.
Um,
It's not
guy
that we don't
doesn't get
want
paid
it. It's a
enough.
legal thing. See,
Yeah.
Yeah, this guy doesn't get paid enough.
okay. So he's a death trooper. He's, they're straightforward, committed. He's looking straight at Renee, and he's gonna blast Renee. And the beauty of this is it's gonna be a much, much harder shot.
By Renee, do you mean Doug in Texas?
I mean,
or
Doug, yes, the
Renee?
Raven Queen, Doug in Texas.
Eyesight, I was like,
All
what?
chaos.
Dang.
It's certainly me, but is it? I don't know.
Yeah, so Doug in Texas, the Raven Queen, you're right there. He's looking, and doesn't care for the world, and he is going. So because he's using a heavy, it is going to upgrade to be
I
able
feel
to
like it
be
should be
much.
disadvantage.
Oh, it is. There's definitely some difficulty that he's has to hit you with. So it's going to be
Yeah.
2 purple and 1 red, but he's going to get
Yeah.
a boost. But
Oh.
yeah, he's gonna make it hurt.
Oh, well.
Let's make it hurt a little bit. I gotta double check the thing. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He's not a hugs trooper. He is a death trooper. So
He is.
I prefer the hugs. Well, he will get death trooped here pretty soon.
He is a death trooper. So I did use that light side, didn't I?
I used the light side. You used the dark side.
Oh, you went back and forth.
I did.
So you want to upgrade this even more.
I want to make sure he can't hit me.
So now you've upgraded it to 1 purple and 2 red.
Hit me if you can, you jerk. Hug.
Oh, the challenge has been laid down, everyone. Shall we say goodbye? Or say, you miss me?
You suck, Jay. What?
Wow.
1 success, 2 advantage,
Wow.
and a triumph. That is going to be 11 points of damage. Minus.
There goes my tail.
Where's your soak? How much soak?
5.
Minus
5.
2, so you're only going to have 3 soak. So you are going to take 8 points of damage.
Is that permanently 2?
No. What do you
Or just
mean?
this one time?
Just this one time. So
Okay.
you always keep the 5. So
Okay.
it's just that at this particular hit. So next time I hit you, you will have 5 unless there's
Okay.
something like from a different weapon.
Check.
So it's a special weapon that he's got that he's looking at you.
They all seem to have this special weapon that
I'm at the. Yeah, where's the special weapon that you got? You grabbed one.
They're death troopers. Their weapons are deadly. So yeah, you got hit for 8 points of damage.
That's okay.
Um,
But give me the bad stuff though now.
so the bad stuff is I have 2 advantage and I have
I see that, yeah.
a triumph.
Can you just knock my tail off?
Yes, your tail gets. How injured are you?
I'm fine. I'm less than half. I mean, I have
Guess
12
what?
left. I have 12 left.
Well, guess what? Those 2 advantages.
Yeah.
You took another 8 points of damage, as he just
I mean-
fully autoed into you.
All right, well, that kind of hurts a smidge, but you'll get yours, buddy.
Yep. So you're still up by taking all of this.
Yes, I am.
Yes, you are still up, but this is where the crit comes in.
I hate you, Jay.
Have you been critted yet?
No.
No.
Nope.
Like today or like ever? Because ever, yes.
No, just right now in this game. Your character has not
No.
been critted. All right,
Absolutely not.
here we go.
yeah, no,
Yes? Anyone else? Oh. Only a
Yay!
15.
Mild triumph.
You drop what's in your hand.
Great, there's nothing in my hand.
There's
Oh, wait,
nothing.
it was the dead guy.
There's the dead guy. You drop the dead guy.
Dead guy.
So
Great.
you literally, the dead guy just got shredded. And you
Ugh.
just got completely shredded by just this auto fire shot. So
Oh,
You're now just holding a foot from this guy.
pretty much, that's pretty much what you're looking at right now.
great. And my tail is gone again.
Wow. Okay.
Cool.
PC slot.
Ugh.
Anybody?
I'm already done.
I can take a shot at him.
Please do before I just rip him apart, man.
Right. Actually, do I have a shot at the dude by the door? Can I take out their
Yes,
commander?
you do. Yes, you do have a shot at the command, the lieutenant ISB agent.
Should I take a shot at that guy, or should we focus?
Absolutely take
Yeah,
a
He's
shot at
almost
that guy.
dead. Might as well get him before he gets away.
Yeah.
Don't let him get more in.
Then we will take that shot, and we'll go ahead and light side point it if that's cool with everybody.
Absolutely.
Ooh,
Let
give me the
Let
power.
Doug rip up the Death Trooper.
There you go. Okay.
Yeah, that's going to be there. That's going to be that. So, yeah, the dice
There it
pool
is.
are set. I upgraded. You get a boost.
Damn. There you go.
I have all the dark side right now, which I think I'm going to be using shortly. So yeah, go for it.
All right, let's see what we got.
Oh yeah. Oh.
No.
You
Take your
missed.
triumph.
You missed
Yeah,
with
yeah,
3
yeah.
advantage and a
Right.
triumph.
Okay.
I have an idea for the triumph, but what is your idea for the triumph?
I was gonna say I blast the fuse the door shut so he can't get away.
That is
But,
exactly what I was thinking too. And yeah,
yeah.
you blasted the door, and the door just it doesn't open.
Nice.
And you hear the bartender owner behind like, "Not the door! I just got it fixed."
Remodel.
That's your concern. You have like no walls left, and you're calling the chandelier a ceiling fan with tin cans on it. Your priorities are messed up, bro.
Open floor plan. Remember, it's fine.
Well,
what
they keep shooting all the booze.
You can walk out of the blast holes in the wall.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't need a door.
We're putting speed holes on this bar.
what would you like the 3 advantages to? You can make
Just pass
them.
Yeah, I was gonna pass them to whoever's next.
Okay, so the next 2 people get boost.
Cool.
So who would like the next PC slot?
I killed a door.
Oh,
Good job.
let's make some more holes.
Yeah, do it.
So-
Flame, take them out.
Move. Can I move there? I think I should be able to move.
Yes, you can move there.
And use one of the advantage for selective detonation. And
So
throw
you
another
actu-
grenade.
Do you have an advantage? You have to roll an advantage for it.
Oh, do I have to? Okay, I thought it was
Do you have an
using an
advantage? So the question is, on your character sheet, do you automatically have with your grenades, do you get an advantage? Because sometimes you get advantages automatically, but I just want to
No.
double check. No. So what
Oh.
happens is you actually have to roll. Once you're done rolling, you spend one of the advantages to not have one of your people. So
You can't use one that was passed on to you from somebody else.
Gotcha. Okay.
well, the
Yep.
advantage that got passed on is it adds a boost to the roll.
Okay.
So he gets a boost to the roll, but yeah,
Increase the chance of an advantage.
that's correct. It increases the chance.
0.21 gigawatts.
So you get a boost from being passed. Now you can, since you moved, you can't aim. You move, but then there is a. Are you throwing it at the lieutenant, the ISB, or the Death Trooper?
I'm going to go for the Death Trooper because he's more of the threat right now.
Okay, and then if there's a crit right there, so you've got Renee right there as well. So yeah,
Please don't blow me up.
you need at least one advantage, or unless if you don't, if you need 2 advantage to proxy blast. If you don't get 2 advantage, Renee will not take any damage.
Okay.
If you
Doug?
or to me, Doug in Texas. That's right. So yeah, the dice pool is set. So go ahead and roll.
Okay. I'm using a knockout grenade.
Oh,
So hopefully
Don't knock
this
me
will
out
stun him.
either. Hey.
Ah!
that's a success with
Nice.
an advantage and a triumph.
Triumph.
Okay, so this is the best case scenario for you. Now, advantage like blast, there's no one around you, so you really don't need to activate the blast if you don't
Right.
want to.
Correct.
Now, this is stun damage, and you're doing 13 points of stun damage. Now, he does have quite a bit of armor. So 13, he is taking 13. He's taking only 6, so he's still alive. But question is, do you want to like crit, or do you want, you know what, for funds you could hit him with, well, because you hit the triumph, how does this sound? Use that advantage so that Raven Queen's dog in Texas does not get affected by the blast. Use the crit to activate the blast, and that, unfortunately, I'm going to rule that the trooper would get hit by the grenade and the blast to take more damage, if you would like. A little bit on the roll.
Sure.
So that would be another 12 points of damage minus 7, so that's 5 points of damage. He is barely up. He is literally just fried. He is teeter-tottering. He did not go down just yet. But he's almost there. And we have 2 more PC slots.
Curb stomp him.
Yeah.
Who's next?
I have an idea.
Okay.
Bring it.
Is there any kind of sprinkler or fire suppression or foam sprayer system in the ceiling?
No, because it would have gone off by now.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Then I have no good idea.
There's been like 3 fires.
There is some
Ideally,
burning.
There's a plasma grenade.
He should probably install one.
The next remodel.
Yes,
Probably.
the next
Yep,
remodel will probably there will probably some in there. Yes. So, other options? You could shoot him. You could throw something at him. Who knows? I mean, there's a lot of options. You do get.
Who
a
else
boost.
still needs to go besides me? Am I the only one left?
No, there's one other person.
It's Doug. Okay.
That's me. I'm gonna kill this guy.
Yeah, so you might as well go for it.
Yeah, I'm gonna kill this guy in the
Think
same
about it.
fashion I killed the other guy. I'm just gonna rip his head off with my teeth. It's so fancy, I know. He hurt me real bad.
Yeah, he did. It's not going to be easy. I use the dark side to upgrade the difficulty because he's looking for you.
Yeah, frenzy though.
Oh, so
Take another
strain to upgrade.
take
yours?
another strain.
Okay.
Absolutely, Jay. I might as well just be so tired that I need all the booze.
We're gonna need
Yes.
a big nap after this.
It's fine.
Um,
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead.
I am. What voice would you like this time?
Or
Or chat? What voice? What voice shall I say the infamous words in? Nothing.
I know. Nobody said nothing.
Yeah.
Do the nice voice.
This is the aristocratic time, I think. Something unique and refined. The dice are the pure gem. They have been set. They have been ready for you to dine on. Please show us your most elegant.
I feel like you're gonna doom me. It's doom.
That's a good setup for failure there.
No.
No. That's 8 damage, or excuse me, that's 7 damage and
Yeah.
2 advantages.
Heck yeah, it is.
So,
Is he in fact dead or no?
what does it look like when you sink your teeth into
Oh,
him?
it's great. So I'm mad because I just got blown up like real bad, and so probably my eyes. I've got the blood everywhere, and I just chomp like ow, like a T-Rex chomp right into his jugular, and I just rip his throat out.
And it just starts to ooze, and he just stands there. He wobbles for a second, and you hear this,
hmm
and just falls backwards.
Bad life choices, buddy. And I'll spit the blood back on him. I'm not gonna move in there because I'm hurt real bad. I will probably back up a bit and let somebody else. And I'm gonna use those advantages to give it to the next person to attack said blue dot.
All right. Who is next?
I'm the only one left.
All right.
How far can I move and still take an action?
Up to about 25 feet. What are you looking? Are you hoping to hit this guy?
I'm trying to get as close to him as possible.
Are you gonna hit him with a melee weapon, or are you gonna try to shoot him?
No, I'm gonna shoot him.
All you need to do is stand right there. Actually, even where you're at, you could shoot him from from right. You just need to move around the corner, and you would be able to shoot.
Do I then get a penalty though because of all these people that I got to shoot through?
So here's
We really
the
don't have a
hilarious
lot
thing.
of people to
No,
shoot.
They're all down.
They're all down. You have a clear shot to him.
Those people have holes in them. You can see right through.
Yeah,
All right.
you have a clear shot.
Can I charge to here and shoot him?
Yeah.
Okay. He's gonna run up and says, "Watch this, Carl."
Uh-oh.
And he's gonna run up as close as he can.
All right. Let me.
All right, if you got to go that close.
Get your arm. There's advantages. There's that. There's that. We're gonna add that. It's gonna be.
I'm gonna add that.
And I already added that as well for mine. Stuff like that. So there's an upgrade for you. And all right.
If you got to get that close, you might as well put on some white armor.
I don't know if you noticed this, Carl, but I've already hit 3 people in this time. How many of you,
All right.
Carl?
2.
Darn it, Carl.
Nice.
Okay, what does that mean?
I mean, I'm kind of impressed until we get to the despair. And then I'm like,
Yeah.
Ooh.
That is 1 success, 3 advantage, and a despair.
yeah.
You hit, so that is going to be 8 points of damage. And guess what you do?
Killed him.
What does it look like when you finally shoot? And he
Right through
finally
the head.
falls down.
Right through the head.
And he just falls down at that point.
Good shot, Quim. I saw that right between the eyes.
Carl hurt my feelings.
He does that.
He hurts everybody's feelings.
You just gotta get a little thicker skin. You'll get used to it.
Carl's going to go take a
no.
shoulder plate off of this guy to give to...
Before you
Give to
move,
Garrett.
before you move, actually, you move to that point, and before you move, Krim, Jeff, I'm going to give you, because you have 3 advantages,
Mhm.
you are able to do something, and
Okay.
you are able to move out of the way, because as you moved up there and blasted him, you stepped on the death trooper that was lying on the ground there, full of holes. And as you came up to him, you kicked him in the side.
Oh no.
And then you saw this kind of rectangular looking device goes, you knocked it and it goes dink, dink to the bottom of the stairs and goes beep, 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 beep. What would you like to do? You have 3 advantage, so you can dive forward to get out of the blast.
Can I duck around to the other side of this column?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Now, how this is going to work is that the thermal detonator that just dropped right there
That's a delicious drink, though.
is going to affect everyone in this area except for Prim, because he went around the corner. But everyone is going to make a coordination, a coordination, athletics, or cool, because for whatever reason, I think the idea, no, actually vigilance. So vigilance, athletics, or coordination, because of being able to jump out of range of this explosion.
Oh.
You sure it's not cool?
Damn it, Krim.
Because the despair that was rolled, you activated the thermal detonator on his belt. So
I blame Carl.
you blame Carl. It is not.
Correct.
It's not going to be a very difficult roll. It is going to be one red, and that is it. Just one red dice. But I would like Raven Queen Doug in Texas. I would like Doug Renee. I would like Flame, and I would like Carl. All to roll either cool, coordination, or athletics.
Oh, I thought it was vigilant.
Or I'm sorry, you're right. Vigilance, athletics, vigilance, athletics.
I mean,
Cool's better for me.
Vigilance,
Yeah,
athletics, or coordination to jump out of the blast area.
Okay.
If you get a success, you are unharmed.
Great. Yeah, this is where we die,
If you
guys.
get a failure, you took damage.
This is the cinematic ending.
This is the cinematic ending. The dice pool is set. For the cinematic, please roll for your life.
Roll for your life.
I just want you to know, no matter what happens, I'll survive.
I grab my bloody stump and I jump out of the way.
Flame, you are far enough away. You see this drop, and you literally roll behind the table and grab it up in front of you. You are 100% okay. But I've got something else for you on that triumph. If you don't know, Doug in Texas, you can dodge behind this area back here without getting damage because you just rolled 3 successes and an advantage. You get out of blast area. Renee, you only have an advantage. You did not succeed to get out of the blast area. Carl, you got a success and an advantage, so you can definitely jump out of the way to get out of the blast area. Now, with that being said, Renee, Doug's character, is looking at this grenade thermal detonator at his feet. Flame, you have a triumph on your reaction. What would you like the triumph to be?
Could I have grabbed Renee and dragged him behind the table?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
Yoink.
Sounds good to me.
And you just saved Renee's life. Because I'm going to roll the damage for this. And I want everyone to be just entertained by this. Because the thermal detonator does 20 points of damage, does 15 points of blast damage, breach, and vicious 4, which means you add 40 to your crit roll. Breach 1 means none of your soak applies. You would have taken 19 points of straight damage with a crit plus 40.
Damn it!
What?
Ow!
Nobody got hurt.
Renee Flame, you just saved Renee's life.
Both of us would have went down. I have full.
You didn't. What?
that was slightly over my
Everything
floor.
is fine. Everything is fine. What?
The
What is problem?
explosion goes off.
Oh yeah, everybody survived, but good lord, you give us all a heart attack in the process. You kill us anyway.
The typical Tuesday.
Oh,
if you
then
ask
I get
me.
the ship. Oh, curses.
Don't kick the thermal detonator.
Best
I've already got to patch up the droids. Now you're trying to give me a heart attack. I can only take so much.
Oh, quit your whining.
best episode of Diner
Quit.
Drive-ins. And
Yeah,
That's true.
as that Wookiee is filming this whole thing in the back.
So the interesting thing that's going to happen right now.
It's not the trip to Flavortown I wanted.
Cantinas,
He's the mom of
cabanas,
Flavortown.
and cantinas, cabanas, and cabooses, crashes, crap holes.
So we are effectively out of combat, and as the dust is settling from this explosion, the entire front entrance is literally leveled. This entire area, weapons, armor, everything is just shredded. all the troopers in this area are just there's nothing left of it. The entrance is gone. Like the ceiling's falling apart, and the
Well, at least we
owners.
got the door open.
No, the door part is still, but this entire
We're
entrance.
stuck in here.
There
It
are
can be a
multiple.
drive-through now.
There are multiple side entrances off, and the droid who's holding on to this who's unconscious human goes, entertaining, interesting. Thank you for your assistance. Inquiry. Do you have a ship here that could get us out of here?
You need to clean up your own mess. I don't even know why we got involved.
Well, that would be to be determined.
I have credits.
Oh, the ship is to be determined.
But the job is accepted.
I will pay you 10,000 credits if you could get us out of here.
Yes,
Check,
that we can do.
check.
You're gonna have to pay for a lot of back to tank time. I'm pretty torn up here.
I hand you my stim pack.
I hand you my tail.
T3, what are you doing towards the end of this?
Collecting up, first of all, one of those repeating blaster rifles, and then the bits of me that got blown off, and just sweeping them into a bag, and just to Carl the entire time. You know how this works.
Flame, as you heroically saved your comrade, what is Flame doing?
It's just kind of sitting down there. It's like, I need to get me one of those.
Oh, just a moment. I want to get her blaster, and I'm gonna go and yoink her blaster or his blaster off of him.
You will be able to get a blaster off of him, but none of the blasters in this area is actually. Let me give a little better. In this area, there is nothing, no blasters available.
It got
Oh, yeah.
blown up,
I'm the-
Carl.
Oh no, I don't care about those blasters. I want the repeating blaster pistol that
Yes,
he had.
yes, you can get his repeating blaster pistol. Yes, yeah, definitely. It is sitting right there.
And I'm going to see if there is an extra blaster clip.
No, there's not. But you can
So-
get one
Ah.
easily. You can pick one up easily once things are settled down. But yes,
Any Imperial codes or data cards or anything on there that are
he
useful?
does have his lieutenant's pins and stuff like that. You could grab. Yes.
Seems useful.
I'll take the jacket off of him.
Okay. It's pretty bloodied and hold, but yeah, sure.
They can be patched. It's pretty durable armor.
He doesn't have any armor necessarily, but he's got a little bit. But
No.
not like all the Death Trooper armor are gone. Yeah, all that.
Yep.
Is the comlink still there?
Yes. Yeah.
On the can we radio all is fine? Reinforcements not needed.
Sure.
Everything's fine here now. Thank you.
Let's go.
Sure. As we
Situation normal.
as the cameras are
How are
starting
you?
to pan away from you, eventually, quickly, because you're hearing reinforcements coming in eventually.
We just radioed. We don't need them.
They're kind of in there. You're going to run to your ship and blast out of here. Is that a fair assessment?
With these two
In the shape we're in, I think running to the ship is a stretch.
I'm gonna gimp and limp and
Gimp limp to the ship and get out.
oh.
So the
I
question.
don't know what's are you all fussy about. I'm absolutely fine. Just
That's
throw
because you
some
guys
dirt on it.
freaking
Let's
blew
go.
us up. That's what happened. You freaking blew us up.
So
Correction, not me.
No, I'm pretty sure it was you, Carl.
No.
All right.
you know,
If Carl,
Blame me. I'm the one who stepped on it.
I think I've got a better idea. We're gonna close it as you are leaving the cantina, because this might be a part 2 episode of getting to the ship and getting out of here.
We're just bickering amongst ourselves
Yes.
as we're like, you guys suck. You blew me up again.
And that is where we're gonna end tonight's Chaos of Fun one shot. Thank you, everyone, for
Yay.
joining us. Thank you for all the raids. Thank you, everyone, for joining us in chat, lurking, watching. Thank you for the follows. We very much appreciate you always. Let us go around the horn. And players, thank you so much. Please, who are you? Where can we find you? Real quick, what do you got going? And we're going to go back in order. So, Doug, the real Doug in Texas, with the name. How are you doing?
Hey, thanks, Jay. I am actually the Doug in Texas, not to be confused with anybody else. I appreciate you having me here, but you can find me on Twitter at Doug in Texas. And I'm not a regular streamer, but I pop up occasionally when somebody needs an extra player. So I always appreciate the chance to jump on and play a fun game with people.
Thank you for joining us, Doug. Always a pleasure. Turner, thank you for being here. I hope you had fun.
Yeah, man, for sure.
Where can we find you? What are you up to?
So I am the Dungeon Master and host of the Gimme the Loot podcast, a Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition actual play podcast with a little bit of a satirical and definitely not a PG-13 twist. You can find us on wherever podcasts are served. And then we recently started streaming Monday. Well, we moved our streaming night to Monday nights. We don't do actual plays on the stream. It's more variety content. We had a certain Star Wars Game Master on recently for a guest quest. Which I think you actually will end up closing out that series for this year. We're pivoting back a little bit more to creative content for the next couple of months, where we do on the stream, we'll do like NPC builds. Like I think coming up next Monday is a show we call Parties of Five, and I think we're doing secondary characters from Stranger Things as D&D characters, like Hopper. So we typically try and pick groups of 5. We'll do rules deep dives and DM splainings, role play versus role play, and then a fight nights where we have other shows come in and fight us in the Moyle Mossberg Memorial auditorium. So if you guys ever want to send any of your Saltmarsh crew over to tussle a little bit, that probably could be arranged. But yeah, at GMDLcast on Twitch and Twitter, and then Gimme the Loot podcast, where all your fine podcasts are served.
Thank you so much. And yes, I had a wonderful opportunity to be interviewed for the first time by Turner. It was a wonderful time. We talked Star Wars, and yeah, please check them out. They're awesome.
Yeah. And sincerely, I appreciate the invite, man. This is a system that I sure as heck wouldn't try and step into on my own. You were a great evangelist for the system when you came onto our stream, and an extremely welcoming GM and host, and I really appreciate it.
You're welcome. Thank you so much. The Raven Queen, Renee.
Yes.
Welcome and
Yes.
thank you. Where can we find you?
Jay, always a pleasure. I know I still don't know much about this game system, but Jay makes it so easy that it's so hard not to love it. And it's just so fun. So I am found on all things at the Raven Queen, or the One Raven Queen. I don't really stream either much. I just appear on Jasper things or random things, but I'm around on the Twitter and things.
Heavily in chat to sometimes to 1 or 2 different games out there.
Oh yes, I have a lovely rivalry with D20. I love to play.
Doesn't everybody have a rivalry with him?
Yes.
Pretty much, yes. I like all the chaos, so that's where I'm usually found, wherever the chaos is.
Excellent. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Michael or Carl.
Yeah. Coral. Yeah. I don't really stream all that much. Take part in friends' games, but nothing too crazy. But usually, if you see somebody by the name of Kaibuck floating around, that's usually me hopping into a couple different streams and chats. But yeah, like I said, take part in friends stuff to help support them, and always happy to do it.
Very cool. Thank you so much for being here. Like I said, some of us have played in some private games that get a little bit more spicy, and so we toned it down a little bit for for stream. We went to PG-13 instead of NC-17.
That was hard. That was hard to do.
Because we have some a little spicier. It is a spicy meatball on that side. So, thank you so much for joining us, Jeff. I know you don't have much, but this time
I actually have something to say.
Yes!
I'm Jeff, and I play in Jay's Saltmarsh Legends game here on the Emporium for the Wayward Gamer on alternate Wednesday nights, and it's tons of fun. But I have no social media presence, so don't even bother looking for me.
Thank you. We always a pleasure. We are looking forward to having a lot of fun. Like I said,
tune in like 3 days.
Yeah, 3 days. On Wednesday, we have our second to the last episode of the season. It's gonna get spicy. It's gonna get chaotic. The tension is rising. There's some lots of interesting things that are happening on Saltmarsh Legends. So, check it out. Last, never least, thank you so much, Kevin Smokebeard, that we know you of. Thank you for joining us. Where can we find you?
Yep. So you can usually find me floating in Twitch chat as Smokebeard or _Smokebeard on Twitter. And I have to say, this was fun. This was actually my first streamed game I've been in. So this has been quite a blast with this system.
Welcome. Thank you so much. Like I said, I'm so glad you were able to make it. I've been wanting to run more Star Wars one-shots. I made a promise to myself that I wanted to get people that I play with in other games or that I can talk to, friends in the community, that to get on a stream. Because once in a while, it can be difficult to get them. I'm just like, you know what? You're going to get in. I want people on the stream. We're going to have some fun. No rhyme or reason, just that. And that's what this was about. So thank you, everyone, for joining us. Last minute, there was... somebody I just threw into chat that we have an affiliate, the Talon and Claw, the wonderful Talon and Claw that make dice bolts and lots and lots of stuff from their Etsy store. They have been kind enough to extend a wonderful reward for being Emporium for the Wayward Gamer watchers. If you go to their Etsy store, which I dropped in chat, but I will drop it again. But if you go to the to their store and you type in, when you check out, Dragon Daddy, you will get 10% off of your purchase, because we have an exclusive information. And for those that are like wondering why Dragon Daddy, that is the Saltmarsh Legends inside joke and very important episode 14 or no, actually earlier than that, that it comes out. And why it is, yep, there it is. Yep. So if you go to Etsy and when you exit out, if you put Dragon Daddy, not quotations, but just straight Dragon Daddy, as you will get 10% off on your purchase. We love Talon and Claw. They're some very close friends of ours as well. So, but the entertainment is from the Dragon Daddy in Saltmarsh Legends. So you're going to have to watch the VOD to find out who the Dragon Daddy is.
I love Talon and Claw.
We are going to close it up. We are getting to, thank you so much. By the way, I'm Jay, also known as Neil53 in the socials. You can find me here on Wednesdays for here in the Emporium that I run for Saltmarsh Legends. We've been talking about some other games that charity events that are around. I will be at Gen Con, so if you are going to Gen Con, hit me up. I want to meet all of the people in virtual that I've met. I want to meet you in person. I am a hugger. I will have a green band. I will wear a mask, but I'm vaccinated. But if you want hugs and pictures, please come up to me, find me. I'm running some games at Gen Con through some others. I'm also hopefully going to be running around. But at Gamehole Con, coming in October at Madison, I will be running Shadowport Adventures games that is directly tied to all of this stuff. They are ones that I am running as a GM for my universe, so they might have some interesting connections to some of the other Shadowport Adventures universes. So tune in for that. Hit me up if you're looking for a charity event, because I love GMing Star Wars and I love bringing people to this game. With that, we bid you farewell. We bid you thank you. And my traditional saying that I say goodbye to is, please be kind and don't be a jerk. And we're going to leave it with that. Thank you, everyone. Have a good
Are we
night.
gonna raid anyone?
Oh, yeah, we should raid someone, shouldn't we? Any suggestions? I know that D&D Jordan Lee is doing a charity event. We've got RP clinics. I'm open to, does anyone have anybody that they want? Any suggestions?
That's on right now.
That's on right
Jordan Lee.
I don't know.
Should we give Jordan Lee?
Sure.
All right.
Yeah.
We're gonna give Jordan Lee some love. They're doing for their Game for Color of Change charity event for this weekend. So we are gonna say goodnight. We're gonna say goodbye. Take care, and we will see you again.